So Jay Martin's informed me that we're playing Leicester this week. I don't really know what to say. Obviously, Leicester, decent enough team. It's away, King Power. We just got to get a result of any kind, really. I mean, I know it's negative, but the way we're playing at the moment, if we can get a draw, you got to be semi-happy, but we need to get that win. Don't know where we're going to get it from, but we kind of need it. So I think the player that's going to perform for us, it's got to be Paul Pogba. He's just come away from the Nations League winning that. He's got to be in good spirits. So I'm going to say, if we don't draw 2-1 with Pogba winner.
Here we go. Back to Premier League football once again. International break is done, thank God. Felt like it's been ages since we watched United in the Premier League, and we're back there again. United v Leicester, big game as well. Very important game for Ollie. We need a result here. We've got some tough games coming on, so feel like this one's important. And Leicester, they're not as good as they've been the last few seasons. They're stalling a bit at the beginning of the season. They've drawn a few games. They've dropped some points here and there. A few of their players aren't really firing at the minute. Obviously, Vardy's always dangerous, so we've got to try and neutralise Vardy, but it's going to be tough without our first choice centre-backs. Both out at the minute, so Lindelof and Bailey, we're going to have to let them deal with it. So we'll go from there, really, to try and win the game.
Right, so Manchester United versus Leicester. This should be a game of winning, I think. Even though we've got our own defensive issues and a lot of injury at the back, so have Leicester. And their replacements are, as much as people don't like Lindelof and Bailly, their replacements are certainly worse. I mean, they've got half of Southampton's defence playing at the moment from last season. So, and our attack, in theory at least, is much better than theirs. So I'm going to go with Manchester United 3, Leicester 1.
Hi guys, Liam here, coming in with my prediction for the Stretford Paddock matchday watch-along against Leicester. United are in desperate need of a good start to this post-international break set of games. You know, we have some huge games coming up over the next month or month and a half. And obviously it kicks off with Leicester. And it's not obviously the best of timing with, obviously, you know, Maguire and Varane both out seemingly for a couple of weeks. But there is some positive news which kind of came up towards the back end before the international break that Rashford should be ready. Whether or not he starts, obviously, we'll see. But he did score at the behind closed doors friendly against Blackburn, which is positive. But to be fair to Leicester, they also do have their own injury concerns. Evans is a bit of a chance to miss his return game against United. Ndidi, James Justin, Fofana all also injured. So both teams have their injury concerns, and both teams need a win. Leicester are, from memory, quite far down the table for a team who, you know, have been fighting for Europe over the last couple of seasons. So I think United will get over the line, but I think it's going to be a scrappy 2-1 win.
Right, United are back after the international break. Rashford back as well. I'm going to say United keeping up the away form. Sancho on fire again. United 2-1. Sancho with the first. Rashford off the bench. 2-1. Come on, United.
Ross Murphy here. My Paddock matchday prediction is Manchester United face Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. Manchester United come back from international break and what probably is our hardest month in the season so far. We've got Leicester and we've got Atalanta in the Champions League, and after that we've got Liverpool, Tottenham and Manchester City. It's good we get a winning start here. Leicester City have been struggling so far this season, but that doesn't mean that they've got players that can hurt us. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go for 2-1 Manchester United.
I'm Nolene here to give you my prediction for the Leicester City versus Manchester United game. And I know Leicester have had a shocking start to the season, but our record against them doesn't fill me with the most confidence coming into this one. Now, Harry Maguire and Champions League Varane is injured, which means Lindelof and Bayer will be our centre-back, and I think McTominay and Pogba will be that midfield pairing. Now, finally, Marcus Rashford is back. Whether he starts or he comes off the bench, he's going to give us a massive boost. He's a constant threat in front of goal and he can break down defence from open play. We need someone who's pacey, running at defenders and pull them out into wide areas, and that's exactly what Marcus does. Now, we can't play it safe. We have to get at them. We desperately need a result and an impressive performance. So I'm predicting a 3-1 win to Man United.
Paddock match day, Notch here. So the international break is over. It's time to undo the hatches and tear off the seals and spread the mantra once again of Ollie's Tricky Vibes ballers and their individual brilliance. And by that, of course, I mean Phil Jones. We do have the return as well, of course, of Honorary Dr. Marcus Rashford, MBE. I'm sure you add other stuff to that. And a timely comeback as well with others missing. So let's hope we can get back on track with a good performance against Brendan's mid-table Walkers ballers. I actually think we'll defy some of the panic mongers out there and keep a clean sheet. We're going to get a 1-0 win, and with this horrific run of fixtures coming up, you know what? I've seen United get out of a lot worse. And Paddock. So I'm going to continue to support the personnel, everyone there, and Paddock. Just a notch there.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe. This is Alex. Very soon, hello. Ryan Hopper will be there as well. We are here for the Manchester United versus Leicester watch-along. Proper football is back. None of this international break nonsense.
Proper stuff.
It's been shit, hasn't it?
It's United having that bad performance before the international break. We've been here before. It absolutely kills the mood. Everyone's miserable for 2 weeks. Everyone talks about how crap we are for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But football's back. And quite an important game today.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, like you said, you just can't. You can't enjoy the internationals. I don't enjoy them that much anyway. But when we've won, you go, "Oh, go on, give me a bit more football." Yeah. When we've drawn or lost or we've been on this bad run of form like we have been, none of it's fun. None of it's exciting. None of it matters. But Man United are back, and we've got, finally got a chance to actually reclaim a bit of pride. Would you say away at Leicester? Because we need something, don't we?
We need a result today. It's a massive game, not just for. We're watching Liverpool here absolutely dismantle Watford, and they're kind of saying, look, we're going to be here. I don't think anyone was kind of backing them at the start of the season. I think that it was probably City Chelsea with the two that you kind of went there. The squad's there going to do it. You had United that people, with Ronaldo said in there, and everyone was kind of got a weaker squad. They've not really got the depth, but they've come out absolutely flying to the start of this season. So in terms of United, if we can't drop points today, you can't, with the results we've had so far and the run of fixtures we have coming up, where we're going to drop points. Look, we're playing City, Liverpool. I think we've got Chelsea not too far down the line as well.
Yeah,
we're going to need. There's going to be a couple of them games where we get a point, and it's going to be good. We can't afford to drop points against Leicester, who had a poor start to the season. Everyone else is relatively beat at the start of the season. We have to win today.
Yeah. They've been poor, Leicester, and like I said, we have to beat them. Liverpool, it's weird with Liverpool because people acting like, oh, they're shit. When they've had a fully fit team, they've been, as Mane should have scored a 5th goal there for Liverpool, just puts it wide. When they've had a fit team, they've been arguably the best team in Europe for the last 3 years. Do you know what I mean? Other than last season, they were sensational 2-3 years in a row. So I think it's unwise to rule them out. And obviously the way they've started this season does look very promising. Although they got just dominated by City, didn't they, the other week?
Yeah, in the first half, but then they kind of grew into it in the first half.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's what we need to see from United, I think. And we've got some talking points. We'll talk about Rashford a bit. We'll talk about Shaw a little bit as well, because he's been speaking today about sort of unknown kind of injuries or problems he's been having. But the thing I wanted to,
for the team as well.
Okay, yeah, the thing I wanted to talk about just before the team comes out, which should come out in about a minute and a half. Is the result more important than is the performance more important than the result today? As Ryan Hopper enters, only a few minutes late, mate. Oh, sorry. How you doing?
Thought I'd make a guest appearance for you guys.
Good lad.
Up the RH.
Get in here, mate.
Sorry, mate.
No, go on. Get stuck in. I was just saying, I think the performance is almost as important or more important than the result today, because the problem for me this season, obviously the results haven't been great, but results-wise, we are only 2 points off the top. The worry for me is we've looked shit in so many games. Like, that's been my biggest concern with United this season. We just aren't playing well. You look at Liverpool here, they're 4-0 up against Watford. I know Watford have got a new manager and things obviously haven't gelled there yet, but when you look at the wins we've had, they haven't looked nearly as comfortable as this. Do you think United need to start playing better before we even can think about, winning 10 games in a row, Ryan?
I think the performances are very important, like you say, Joe, but the results, we need to improve as well.
Yeah.
Like Ollie, he's getting a little bit of stick now again. He's starting to come back in. Is he the right man? this and that. I just think it's important that lads go out there and give a good account of themselves. And the results are important, but United fans want to see nice free-flowing performers, passing the ball around, pace, get crosses in, excitement.
Yeah.
We don't want to see, scrappy performances. We want to see the lads playing well and getting the fans off their seat. That's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about. We should have the team news. It seems as though Harry Maguire is going to be starting for Manchester United.
Yes, there it is.
The team news, I'll just read through that there. We've got David Gea, Lindelof, Maguire. That's the big one so far. We've got Wan-Bissaka and we've got Luke Shaw as well. Then a midfield of Matic and Pogba. And then we've got Greenwood, Fernandes and Sancho. No Marcus Rashford. And then I believe Cristiano Ronaldo up front as well. We'll get that on the screen in just a couple of minutes. Let me just try and get it up on here so I can read that better. I'm reading that off a small screen in the distance there. I'll get that up. So it's De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw. Other than let's just say last season's first.
It's a bonus to see Harry Maguire back.
Absolute
bonus to see him back in the team.
Again, it's Matic and Pogba in that sort of holding pair, which we did see toward the end of the season before last. But we haven't seen too much since then. Then you've got Greenwood, Sancho, and Bruno in behind Cristiano Ronaldo. Very attacking team, that, isn't it?
I just want to touch on that Sancho here. Like, for me, I just want to see him get at the fullbacks and start, when you're watching him in the Bundesliga and stuff like that, it's exciting. Even for England, don't know if you've seen him for England, he looks different. I just want him to take the shackles off for United and just do that rather than playing safe. And he's got great players around him. Just go and do your thing. I don't know whether you lads agree. And like when you're watching him, I just think he's very, at the moment, he's safe. He's coming inside. He's just playing rather than a bit of excitement.
I think the big thing for me was that I think we've all been used to. I think the rest of the team's been used to. We've had as our wingers for such a long time now. You've had Rashford and Dan James as like the last couple of seasons, who are just direct running in behind. Maybe not the same kind of player as Sancho. Sancho is give me the ball to feet and let me go at this play, or let me do one touch around the box kind of thing. I think we're too used to the fact of having Rashford and we're expecting someone to run in behind and do that. And I think that's what Pogba and Bruno are expecting. I think they're kind of wanting to put him in behind, give him a bit of space, whereas
understanding his game and stuff.
It's go and give him a bit of space, but then go and help him out, do a bit of link up with him and play. I think you've just got to get used to that. I think that the whole change in that front line, you look at the front three that we had for a lot of last season, when we had Cavani playing, Dan James playing, Marcus Rashford playing, it was energy, it was work rate and all that. We've not really got that now. We've got a bit, it's more quality, it's a bit more, we're not going to expect them, they're not going to be high press, you're not going to get a high press from Ronaldo. Mason's not really that kind of player, and Sancho's not that kind of player.
Does then that come down to, like, again, listen, I love Ole, but does that not come down to the manager and setting his team up to play a certain style and a certain way?
I think so. I definitely think so.
Because, like, again, I love Ole. I think he's great, but if you've got that quality rather than the workmanship or stuff like that, then it's maybe you need to start working. I'm sure they do work on things, but like, can we start to see it in the game?
At some point, I think at some point, if we really want to be beating Chelsea, City, Liverpool, like, they are three examples of, like, almost horrifically well-drilled teams, aren't they?
They've got
their patterns of play, they've got their systems. Like, we've seen teams in somewhat recent years that didn't have quite that sort of mathematical levels of system. United have done it in the past a little bit where it's not, under Ferguson, we didn't have what City do where it's like, you stand there, you come back, and, it wasn't quite as mathematical as that. But for in recent years, teams have had that are successful. So at some point, we do need to start see something a bit more resembling a system, don't we? Let's go through the subs as well. We've got Henderson, Telles, Bailly, Dalot, Lingard, Mata, McTominay, Van der Beek, and the main one for me, Marcus Rashford. Let us know what you think of that team. I saw someone already saying Matic and Pogba, gross, or something like that. It's like, you can't really win. Sticks, Zadinia says, Come on, United. Ole is the man. All right. Jacob Weinstein says, despite our less than stellar run of form, I still think this one is prime for us to nick it. 3-2 United. Cheers. Up the Reds, and of course up the RH. Up the RH. Let us know what you think of that team. So Rain says, Ole wasting Greenwood on the right. He should be up front. What, ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo? That's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's had success there as well.
Yeah,
he comes in and he gets the shots off and stuff like that. So it's just one of them. He's never Ronnie's gonna be up there, isn't he?
I'm excited to see this team though, because I think everyone coming into today was, first off, they were thinking got Bailey Lindelof starting today. I'm worried about that. We're also thinking, number one, we've not got Fred, so what's he going to do in there? Is he going to do McTominay and Matic, which has looked pretty poor when that's kind of been the pairing? So people are thinking a bit worried about that. But he's kind of going, look, let's go back to how I've done things in the past. I trust Matic to do it on his own, which is a big shout because he hasn't played there in that role on his own as much as he used to when he first started coming in. So it's a big shout for him to go for that. But that is an attacking lineup. You've got that front five that people would say they need to be in the team.
Yeah.
That's with Pogba, Bruno, Sancho, Ronaldo, and
No,
Greenwood.
it's exciting.
It's an amazing
It's
team.
unbelievable
full of
fucking
quality
team
as well.
that is.
Yeah.
That is outrageous. Like last season, you wouldn't have dreamed of this team. I know Varane's out, and we're probably getting a 70% Harry Maguire here. So let's wait and see exactly how fit he seems. But even at the end of last season, you would have ripped someone's hand off for that team. Well, we've ended the season and we've brought in Sancho and Ronaldo.
No,
no one expected Varane. That is an unbelievable team.
Brilliant,
and we have to win today. We just have to win. Blachigo02 saying, why isn't he playing Lingard? Don't know, but where's he fit in? Where's he going to get a game there?
I don't think you can get Lingard
It's
in that team.
either Bruno or Jesse in it.
And Romario Edwards
Really.
says, where is Martial? Proving the point that no matter who you are, you will get some love.
Martial not even on the
Manchester
bench,
United. He's
though.
not on the bench at the minute. Maybe he came back with a knock from France. Maybe he's not quite fit. Maybe something's happened. I'm not sure. But someone said as well, we've needed a right winger for so long. We finally bring one in and then play him on the left. Can anyone explain this? It's so frustrating. My best explanation for that is, who else are you playing on the left? You're either playing Paul Pogba out there, who is all right but isn't a left winger.
I won't be
Marcus Rashford's
surprised.
been injured.
I won't be surprised also if them two during the game at sometimes switch anyway.
Yeah.
Have that freedom.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you're starting on the left, starting on the right. The good footballers, they'll probably switch. They'll probably go into the pocket for Bruno. Bruno will exchange. So come on, my mate. Come on. Better question than that for the RH.
I think the big thing as well is that our number one left-hand sided player, which is Marcus Rashford, hasn't been fit.
Yeah.
And the other option is, okay, so you play Sancho on the right, but that means Mason has to play on the left, which he's not comfortable with. Whereas Sancho, you've seen he played on the left for England this week, played a lot on the left for Dortmund. I think he's just as comfortable on either side. I think that Ollie wants to start playing him on the right and will start doing that when Rashford gets back in the team. But I'm not that fussed about it. It means that Mason Greenwood gets a game at the minute, because otherwise he might not be
He's
starting
probably
at
been
the
the
minute.
best player for me this season.
He's been very good.
Yeah,
he's been very,
absolutely.
very good.
Parky with a good point as well. He said Sancho's played plenty of games on the left before he joined us. Last season, he got more goals and assists off the left than he did off the right. Now, it doesn't mean that he doesn't make more sense on the right for United.
Yeah.
But let's not act like he's a bad.
I
left
love
winger.
it. It's gone at the times like you say that, Joe. It's gone at the times where it's just rigid, or he plays left wing.
Yeah.
Or these lads will interchange, and they'll,
I don't ever remember seeing David Beckham play on the left.
Exactly.
Maybe he did. I was quite young at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But
But at
I don't
that
remember
time,
seeing
it
gigs.
was
I don't
just-
remember
yeah.
seeing gigs on the right. But now it's
the
not
modern
like
game.
that.
Yeah, it's changed, hasn't it, mate? Like interchanging, and Ronaldo will drop in, Bruno will run in beyond, and just changes.
Yeah, exactly. And again, some of that comes down to the fact that even United, who maybe aren't quite as mathematically structured as someone like City, you still have systems. So as long as you're playing to that system, doesn't matter whether you're there or there. You just do what the player who's playing that role has to
Correct,
do.
yeah.
Speaking of left wingers, Marcus Rashford back in the squad today for the first time since last game of the season, presumably. About 5 months since he's been on a team sheet for anyone. So a huge moment for him and United. United's second most productive player last season. And I would say before his injury, arguably our most important. I think, maybe Bruno edged it numbers-wise, but Rashford came up clutch in so many of those big games. He's back, obviously. Ole speaking about him yesterday. Few bits of controversy. Well, one main bit of controversy, which actually, I'll read it out in a second. If any of you actually look at what was said, the reaction to it is people using the popcorn emojis like, I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Most people aren't actually annoyed because what he said is, I think, very mild. So he started off, let's just get to the so-called controversial bit. Solskjaer said, now to maybe prioritise his football and focus on football because he's got a challenge on his hands here at United. Now, some people are reading into that as though he's saying, stop all this off-the-field stuff, all this great work you're doing, you're a footballer, blah-de-blah. To me, he's just saying, this is the most competition there's ever been at United. You've been out for a long time. let's really focus on this now and get back in the... To me,
definitely,
and this follows as well, Ole saying he's learning, talking about Rashford, getting more experience and has time to reflect on, what he's done off the pitch as well, because he's done some fantastic things. Yeah. So he's praising him for his off-the-field stuff. He's not saying, stop doing that. He's saying...
Just being a football manager,
for the moment... Let's focus on this. And personally, I don't think that's a problem. Do you think that's a problem?
No, I don't think so. And he's got to focus on his fitness more than anything as well. He's got to make sure that in his time off and stuff that he recovers well and gets back in the team. You've seen so many good players that don't react well to injuries and start going on that slippery slope. Daniel Sturridge, talking about Liverpool, Sturridge was the worst one for it, where he got one injury and then that. There's rumours about he never quite recovered properly. Things weren't going right. He wasn't doing the right things off the pitch and things like that. And it just kept going and compounding and getting worse and worse. And that can happen to players. It can so easily with the surgeries he's had to have, especially with things like shoulders and ankles and stuff that are so delicate, whatever it is, can go if you keep going.
I totally agree with you, mate.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Someone's saying, why is Victor Lindelof in the watch-along?
Is that me?
It's not me.
It's got to be me, isn't it?
Which one of you two think it is?
It's not me.
It's got to be me, then, isn't it? Can't be two places at the same time.
That's true, yeah. He's playing for United in under an hour, 50 minutes till kick-off. Maguire, then. Can we talk about that? Because by the sound of it, he's only just started contact training in the last few days. How much of a concern, first of all, is it that he's playing? And second of all, if you're Eric Bailly... What have you got to do to get a game for Man United? Because he just signed a contract in the summer. Maguire's out for sure. Varane's out for sure. All of a sudden, Maguire's back in. I'd rather 50% Maguire than 100% Eric Bailly.
Yeah, it seems a bit of a strange one that for me, Joe. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, he's the captain of the football club. So if he's more or less nearly there, or he feels, Ollie might have had a conversation with him. He feel like you can give me something. He might have said yeah. But obviously then it comes down to the physios and stuff because they get, like, again, going back to the game, he's got to be right to play. Otherwise, you're dealing with, like £millions worth of players. So he's got to be ready. And if there's any inkling that he's not ready, he won't be playing. So
it's not an easy get. He's up against Vardy today, so
and
there's going to be a lot of going that way.
I was going to say that as well.
It's not the usual game. Just go and win some headers from him.
Exactly.
You can have Jamie Vardy running in. It's a lot of turns.
And he's not. And no disrespect to him, his pace is not his strong asset as well.
Slightest, no.
When Bailly's come up against Vardy, he's always had a tough afternoon. So, but again, Maguire must be raring to go, and let's hope he comes up trumps today.
Hopefully. Mark Hatton, who has been a member for 11 months, thank you very much, mate. He said, happy with this lineup. Great to see Rashford on the bench. This is the perfect game for Matic. Interesting. That midfield too has been such a sort of point of contention, a talking point, hasn't it?
Leicester City.
I'll get it up on it.
It has, hasn't it? It has. Everyone's been talking about the two older midfielders. Who do you play? And Ollie's had the trust with McTominay and Fred in the past, and it's a time like Matic is a great footballer. The only concern that I've got with him there is his legs, which is he's getting on a little bit, but I reckon he'll be solid today.
Now, for anyone who doesn't know your sort of history, you've played at a good standard, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you kind of know what you're talking about, and you were a midfielder as well.
Yeah, midfielder.
So who have you played for? Let people know what's going on.
I've been a professional footballer in League Two for Accrington Stanley.
Yeah.
Who were they? Exactly, getting the comments.
Well, everyone knows him now, at least.
Yeah, up the RH. And then I went into the semi-pro game, very experienced in the semi-pro game, and that's when I went into me coaching, got me coaching badges, and now I'm working with the best players in the world.
I was looking to see if he was on there, but Bruno
Fernandes
isn't on there. You've worked with Bruno,
Bruno, Fred,
and a few others that
Diego
you can't name as well.
Yeah, I've worked for some agencies who I can't name, but let's get Ronnie in next, getting them comments up there on it.
But when,
come on.
When you're talking about midfielders, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Matic is a great footballer. He's good on the ball and stuff like that. And he's not got the legs, but he's open for Pogba. But this might be a surprise to people. Pogba's athleticism and stuff like that is brilliant. You might not think he's doing a lot of work, but he is. He'll have to in there with Matic. Have to be the legs.
Yeah. There was an interesting stat that came out the other day, and it was, I can't remember the specifics of it, but Paul Pogba was very high up on the distance ran for Manchester United this season.
I
think he was second on the list.
When you see him and because of his body language and he's dead laid back, and you think that he might not be doing a lot of work and stuff like that, but his athleticism, like I said, he's brilliant. He'll get around. He's going to have to be the legs in there today.
Yeah,
because
I think sometimes as well he does a lot of forward running and slightly less backward running. Like his sprints tend to be going forward. That's the only problem. I think sometimes his defensive positioning is what lets him down. Let's get into Leicester's team then, because they've got a team as well, in case you didn't know. They've got Kasper Schmeichel in the net, Ricardo at right back, and Marty, Evans, Soyuncu and Castagna as their back four. Back five, sorry, Marty, Evans and Soyuncu, Castagna and Ricardo as their fullbacks. Then Tielemans, Sumare, Maddison with Iheanacho and Vardy up front. So relatively, strong team. No Ndidi for them. I'm not sure if then Perez may be missing as well. I don't know if he's injured or if he's just on the bench. I haven't got their bench here. Oh, no, I do. Yeah. Sorry, their bench is Ward, Vestergaard, Bertrand, Chowdhury, Albrighton, Lookman, Barnes, Perez, he is on the bench, and Patson Daka as well.
They've not gone for, I think it's the first time they've done 3 at the back in the Premier. They don't do that very often kind of thing. So they kind of switch things up. I think without Ndidi, they've kind of gone, look, we need to shore things up a little bit. But again, does that mean that their midfield's a bit weaker? Going back in terms of how we play with our wingers, and that's where we got a lot of joy. It depends whether it's the centre halves going and deal with it, or whether the fullback. So Luke Shaw's going to have a lot of space today. Yeah, with the
he'll be the outlet,
so he'll be the outlet a lot of the time.
Yeah. How important is Marcus Rashford for United, do you think? Because I was saying on the preview, and I don't mean that he literally said this, I think there's a case to be made that Marcus Rashford's form this season might decide Solskjaer's fate. Because I think he's so important for us. Yeah. He can be the difference between what would be deemed as a successful season and not. And I think Ole needs a successful season to keep his job at the minute. The way that, like you said, the Sharks are circling a little bit. I think we need a successful season. And I think Rashford, other than Bruno, Rashford is probably the biggest key to that for United.
No, definitely. He's got his injuries sorted. Hopefully now, touch wood, everything's all good. He's had his surgeries and stuff like that. Yeah. Hopefully now we can have a consistent and get the games in. Start to get him. Like you touched on before, Joe. He was a great player. This last season, and he was one of the main men along with Bruno. I think that he's got bodies around him now. He's got talent around him, like Sancho and Ronaldo. He can learn off, Ronaldo and stuff like that. Oh, he is a massive player. Yeah, he's a massive player, and he's a great player for United. I just hope he gets back right now, and like Al said, and just get banging in the goals. I think even if he comes on for 15-20 minutes today and has a bit of a run around, starts getting the confidence in, and it'd be good for him.
Alex,
yes,
you're a man that you love a gadget. You love a gym, a fitness-based
gadget. I do love a gadget.
You love
not as bad as Stephen Howson.
No, not quite as bad.
But I do love it.
You love a shortcut. You love a trick. You love
I love a fad to get on.
You love
a bit.
These 3 simple lifts that will get.
Yeah.
Can I bring you a story?
Go on.
This is from the Daily Star. This to me seems impossible, but I want your thoughts on this. According to the Daily Star, Marcus Rashford has added 4 kilograms of muscle ahead of return to the Man United first team.
Probably makes sense.
4 kilograms of muscle?
Yeah, because he's not been able to run.
Firmino's got a hat-trick.
He's not been able to run, so he's not been running. He's probably been able to just been in the gym. So when you're doing, you can just sit on the leg press and just do that for that. We don't need to use your shoulder. Whereas if your shoulder's going to be going, if you can't run on that, it makes sense. Mason did it as well. Mason put a lot of weight on kind of thing.
Rashford's just 5 years older than Mason was when he put that weight on. He's already quite muscular and is lean as fuck. Does that seem a lot to you? 4 kilograms of muscle?
It does seem a lot, but again, going back to obviously inside these football clubs, they'll have professionals to do that, and he'll making sure that if he has put that weight on, it's used to as a positive, not like, that's he's not as quick or he's not as powerful or stuff like that. It's got to improve his game or maintain his game.
I mean, you look at Adama Traore. He's someone who uses physicality as a benefit, doesn't he? Hopefully he's not going to be that big, but
5-0,
yeah, full-time Liverpool 5-0. Forget about that. George Burke, who was a member for 5 months. Thank you very much, mate. Have you seen the people slating the fact that we flew to the game instead of driving because the motorway was closed? People need to get a grip. I mean, we've spoken about this before. To me, it's a bit of a non-story. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
Ideally, they would have, walked there over 3 or 4 days to save on fuel. Ideally, but this, there's a lot bigger issues than United taking a quick flight to Leicester.
Doesn't matter.
Like, not that I
is that a story? Is there a story?
It's a bit of a story, yeah.
Oh, fucking wasting your time.
100-mile flight. Any bother there, Alex?
No. I mean, of course, There's more people do that flight that flight exists every day. People do daft flights in the UK all the time. You're not going to get the train, and obviously driving. If you said if the motorway's short, then that's what it's going to have to take. And
and also like
it's not that bad.
No, it's a joke.
Think of some of the factories and stuff in the world. I don't think a quick flight to Leicester is going to be the tipping point. Is
and
it?
I think
that's the last little boot going on the side of the Buckaroo of Earth.
Yeah, it's nonsense that.
George Burke. No, sorry, that was we read that one already. There's another one.
Lost one.
There we go. Jeremy Young, member 4 months. Thank you very much. Can't wait till Rashford is starting again. Feels like a new spark is about to hit the squad. Hoping he bumps us up to the new level we need for the season. I mean, he's 4 kilograms heavier than he used to be. I've got a feeling. I don't believe it. I've got a feeling he maybe lost a bit of muscle because he was sitting about.
And then he's put it back on.
And then he's put a couple of pounds back on quickly that he already had, and maybe he's put 1 or 2 pounds on. Because it's difficult to put 4 pounds of muscle on in a month.
Yeah, it is
2
a lot,
months.
to be fair.
Well, it's been 5. They'll be doing some 5.
Yeah, but that's.
When did his surgery happen?
That was in August, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he gets the surgery.
2 months ago.
2-3 months.
That's hard to put 4 kilograms on.
Yeah,
someone who's already in incredible shape. But, I'm not knocking it.
I'm looking forward to having
his,
he's, like I said, a bit of his energy back, because I think that we've lost that a bit this season.
Yeah,
I mentioned before the fact that Cavani started a lot of games towards the end of last season. You've seen what he does.
Yeah.
Dan James, I don't think he's a loss to Manchester United, but you knew what you were getting out of him. And that front four was a lot of, including Bruno, was a lot of pressing, a lot of that. We've lost that a bit. Ronaldo's not going to do that for you. Sancho's not going to do that for you.
I mean,
and if you are going to play a midfield of Fred and McTominay, there's no point those two behind doing all the running and running past these lads. You need to be everyone going for it. Today is a bit different. It looks like United are going to control the game a bit more. You're not going to need to do that. I think Leicester are going to maybe sit back and stuff like that. Interesting to see what goes on.
But speaking of pressing, there is no Cavani, there is no Fred. I know Fred's not always the most popular player amongst United fans. One of your mates, of course. I'm not going to slag him off. But what he does offer off the ball is pressing. Yeah. What Cavani does offer off the ball is pressing. This is a team. I think Ronaldo, and I don't think I'm overstating this, presses the least of pretty much any striker in Europe. I was looking at his stats. He's literally in the 1% of pressers. Like the first percentile, which means 99% of strikers press more than him. Yeah. So he's really going out his way to do fuck all in terms of pressing, which obviously has helped his longevity. I'm not knocking that, but we don't have Cavani to bring on. We don't have Fred to bring on. You look at those options off the bench, it is really only Rashford, and then you've got maybe Mata and McTominay and Van der Beek in the middle.
I was just about to say then, like you just said about Fred there and McTominay, I think United will keep the ball a little bit better today because they've got ball players in there.
That's true.
And that's not disrespecting any of them lads. Matic and Pogba can use the ball very well. Yeah. Very technical.
Do you know what's interesting? I put one of the clips out of Howson talking about, because this Van der Beek thing, Fred should be playing, Van der Beek should be playing. Yeah. And Howson said in this clip, he went, this is elite level football. Fred is an elite level football. You have to force your way into it. And everyone's going, people say you can't say Fred's elite. I think that as someone that has trained with him, you need to the people need to understand that the level of this lad is, who looks sometimes poor in the Man United team. Yeah. If you went and watched him play in the Championship,
if he played for fucking Forest in the Championship, he would be by far the best player in the Championship.
When I worked with the lads and was doing the passing drills, Fred was sharp in terms of over a short period. So say, for example, I'm playing the ball into you now, Joe, and I'm getting off and I'm making little movements. Very good at that. When it comes to the long stuff, Bruno's just chipping it for days. He's not bothered. Both feet, even Dalot. Whereas Fred's a little bit different, even on the finishing. I was working with him for a month or so, and I didn't get many finishes off Fred. Yeah. Because again, that's not his game. Whereas Bruno, I could print videos for years, for lifetimes, but that's just not his game. I think it's important that people realise that. And you touched on that. If we're in a game where we're under the caution, you need someone to work hard, then Fred's your man. But when it comes to having the ball and playing football, like today, United fans and us will see a big difference with Pogba.
We saw it, didn't we, against West Ham when Matic came on and Lingard came on. That ball through the lines there, not the most difficult ball in the world. It's the ball that Michael Carrick sort of made a career on. But not everyone can make that ball, and Matic can do that. And I know we've had a lot of possession over the last few games. I think it was 68% or something against Everton. Yeah. But Matic and Pogba do a lot more with that ball,
With the ball.
than McTominay and Fred
Yeah,
do in the
and
same
that's
positions,
and again,
don't they?
Fred, if you're watching this,
But just to
mate,
clarify, Fred is an elite level
he's
footballer,
elite
isn't
player.
he? Of course.
Honestly,
Like, that goes
listen, I
without
want to
saying,
work with
surely.
you again, Fred. So don't be belling my phone up in a bit. But no, yeah, exactly. Like these lads, like Howson's hit the nail on the head. Like it's not like, say for example myself, who has played at a good level. Like, if I went into that game there, you would find it difficult.
Yeah.
The intensity that a game is, it's just different. So the lads saying, "Oh, Fred's this, Fred's that." Until you've been there yourself, listen, you pay your money, you have your opinion, but
And just
don't be
'cause
giving me none of that. I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, just because he might not be the best defensive midfielder in the
No,
league,
he's not.
doesn't mean he's not an elite level. Like all of these lads in this team today are elite level
Yeah,
footballers.
and also we've been spoilt with midfielders.
That's true.
Man United have had Scholes, Keane. The list could go on. Carrick.
Yeah.
List could go on.
And it doesn't mean you can plug someone like Donny van der Beek in that position,
No.
who is, that's not his position. That he's not done that running. He's not that kind of player. You can't just plug him in
And expect
just
him
because
to
he's
do a
better
job.
on the ball.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
not going to do the same job as Fred does, and everything else goes because of that. And
Dynamics of everything
they had
changes.
that overlap kind of the discussion this week, and Carragher touched on it. He said, because someone said about Fred and McTominay, he said, well, I think the reason is because every time he goes away from that, if he plays McTominay,
It goes
on his
wrong.
own, it goes wrong.
Yeah. Hopefully today it
Hopefully
won't,
it
but,
doesn't.
yeah.
But
He's right. what
he's
he's
right.
saying.
Like when you don't have Fred McTominay in there, when you did the Villarreal game where you played McTominay and Pogba in there, we looked all
Yeah,
over. the
all
place.
over. And again, will United fans identify that Fred is good at that job?
Yeah.
But again, we want to see the best midfielders in the world. We don't want to
that's the
see someone that wraps around and does that side. And I get that.
He's
But
also getting to a Brazil team as well.
listen, and he's
which
been
is-
out since he's been recalled. Has he been on the bench once or something? Once or
starts-
twice? He
he
starts
starts for
all the
Brazil.
time.
He's been really good for him.
So, Fred, nice one, mate.
Yeah.
Top man. Up the RH.
Fergal McClement says 4 kilograms in 2 months is PED levels. When you see the shape Marcus is in, to be honest, lads, unless he's lost a fair bit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think he might have, because we've heard before that Rashford's one of those players that when he stops working out, he gets skinny.
Yeah, skinny,
Like he's not someone that puts pounds on.
Bulks.
He's someone that loses that muscle. So I would guess the few weeks he had out of the gym resting and then recovering from his injury, maybe he lost a couple, then he put them back on pretty quick. You you can regain muscle much more quickly than you can make it in the first place.
Yeah.
And then he put an extra couple on perhaps because 4 kilos of muscle in, or maybe put a bit of fat on. You know,
Possibly.
Yeah,
enjoy yourself,
Mackie
Marcus.
D's,
Get on them
KFC.
Mackie D's. Stephen Morley says, Fred, an absolute legend. I think he's trying to get you a bit more work there. Well done, Stephen. Thank you very much for that.
Top man. Who is that, Stephen?
Yeah.
Top man, Steve.
Stephen
Top man.
Ovley. Ovian says we need a Pirlo or Vidal type, or both.
But again,
But you need both. That's the thing.
But again, these are like you're talking about Pirlo and stuff like that. These are like
Iconic players for the last 20 years. Yeah.
Listen, unless you're paying serious money for a top class centre midfielder, then it is what it is at the moment.
Yeah.
Until we do that, we go out and say, listen, we want him. He's going to play for United for the next 10 years. Like we've been spoiled, in my opinion.
Yeah. We have, but we, the aim has to be to get back.
Well,
there,
it's
doesn't
Man
But I know
United,
you're
isn't
not
it?
saying
Well, it's
that
Man
it
United, and they need to have the best players.
Yeah.
And again, sorry, John. Go on.
No, yes.
Telling me off here now, mate.
No, I'm not telling you off at all. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Someone's saying, what does pounds mean in terms of weight?
Pound.
I don't know.
Pounds?
I don't know where it comes from.
What do you mean? In
Like,
terms
because
of it?
you could So let's say a foot. I understand where that measurement comes from.
yeah.
It's the
Pound.
rough size of a foot. I get that.
Where does pound?
Where does a pound come from? What even is that?
Don't even know.
Because a quid never used to weigh a pound, did it? Where does a pound?
Why are we getting into that?
I know who's put that comment
Who's
in.
put that in? Why
Where
are we
does a
talking
pound
that?
measurement come from?
I love
Libra.
that.
The Libra is Latin for scales and balance. Is an ancient Roman unit of mass.
Oh, it's
so
LB.
Libra is equivalent to approximately 328.9 grams. It was divided
does that
into
mean,
12 unicae, unce, or uncia, or ounces. The Libra is the origin of the word pound, brackets LB. There we go, because it's Roman.
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
why they did it
That
in.
makes sense.
I don't know why they did it in 328.9 grams, but that's why. It's nothing to do with the sterlings. Interesting, there. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So you learn here as well. It's not just
Learn.
opinion; it's facts.
Oh,
We
look at that
need
goal.
Dave Darnborough says we need someone like Ndidi or Bissouma for CDM. Maybe someone like Bissouma, but at the minute, maybe not Bissouma.
Maybe not.
Well, we can't really comment on that until
it's confirmed.
until we know what's going on there. Someone said a pound used to be a pound of silver, divided into 4 pennyweights of silver. 240 pennyweights of silver. Isn't pennyweight that clown off of
Yeah, that's the one.
I can't believe these comments are coming in about pounds and that we're getting ready for a game and we're on about this.
It gets particularly scientific in it.
Madness.
The old watch-alongs when you really started talking.
No, this is all right.
Nonsense.
We're still talking about
something relative to what we've started on. This is
we're only one degree of separation here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Luke Shaw. We've criticised him a little bit, or I've criticised him a little bit this season. I think his defensive, his willingness to defend is lacking a little bit at the minute. I think he's been out of position defensively. He's stopped blocking crosses. He seems to be drifting back towards where he was in the early part of last season. He's come out today and he's sort of spoken about maybe why that's been the case. He said, to be fair, I've been quite patched up over the last month. Like I said, my whole left side has been patched up, but it's gradually getting better. He also said, I'm feeling much better now than I did in the last few weeks. To be honest, I hadn't really trained at all. Leading up to the game against Villa, obviously I was ill and I had to come off then. He also said, with England, I didn't really train much either, to be honest, but I managed to get another game in. But I'm feeling much better now, and hopefully I'm feeling much fresher. Or he said much more fresher, but we'll trim that down for him. Much fresher than I definitely have in the past month. He also said about... there's something else he said, I can't remember now. But basically, he's not been fit for the last month or so. Have you seen that in his performances, and what do you make of the fact that he's playing again today?
Yeah, I do, but also as well, like, again, going back to the Rashford thing, like, he played through injuries and stuff like that, then it's put him back and he's you know, not been able to play this season and stuff like that. For me, if they're not fit, I don't think they should play.
I don't know why he's gone to England. If he's not been well the last few weeks, don't send him. Just pull out. Just do what you used to do. Oh, done. I'm sorry.
If you're not fit, for me, don't play. Rest. Listen, he could be rested for 2 weeks and be back.
I still think the drop off to Tellers is massive.
Yeah.
I still think there's something. I think the game they played in the Villarreal game when we had Tellers and Dolo, you could see the level kind of drop in terms of the quality. I think that Luke Shaw as well. I think that he's just wanted to get him back in the team. But again, I can understand him playing Premier League games. You can understand him being, resting and just play one game. But why? I said, why are you going to England? Why?
In a group
used to do that. You're not going. Sorry, you're injured.
Still, there's Chilwell knocking about who can cover it pretty, admirably.
He didn't need to go and play against Andorra, and
no, he doesn't need to do. I just think he gets himself right, and then he makes sure his performances are back to where they were. It's as simple as that.
I did see. You could see him going back to the old.
Oh, definitely, I agree with what you're saying, Joe. Like his performances.
The Everton game was
all over the gap, wasn't it?
He was the one that kind of drifted over for their goal, where he kind of got dragged over, and then they've scored. And then there was a couple of times he did the same kind of thing, and that's
needs
your
to
worry.
get back. Needs to get back to where because again he turned a lot of fans were giving him stick, and then he turned the corner, and he was one of our best players and stuff like that. Just get back to it. You got a little smile on your face there.
I've got a comment here, super chat. Thank you for your super chat. Send them in, we will read them, or we'll make a valiant attempt to read them at least. Christopher Singh saw Joe in a back alley talking to himself by Seven Brothers / Canto yesterday. Taller in real life.
Why were you talking to yourself, Joe?
Where is this?
Ancoats Way. Where we sat with Patterson the other week, I'm guessing.
Seven Brothers.
Seven Brothers there.
Talking to yourself.
Taller in real life. Did he come and say hello? Because a lad did come and say hello to me yesterday. I think he might have been off his chops because he was on the way to Warehouse Project by himself. And I think he might have been enjoying himself. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw him in Greg's again this morning with a cap on that he didn't have the day before.
Why were you talking to yourself?
Was you talking to yourself?
I would have been on the phone.
Yeah, because you have your
headphones
headset. Or I was just talking to myself. Sometimes I like to talk to myself.
Yeah, we all do it.
Can get boring.
You'll have been on the radio, won't you? Friday at 7, probably Friday at 7. That'll have been you. You've been on the radio, won't you? Yesterday, on the radio.
I don't know. I'm scared. No, this was in the afternoon.
All right.
Yeah, this was in the afternoon. I went there to get a coffee.
Still talking to yourself.
Yeah, still talking to myself.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was ringing my dad.
All right.
I rang my dad on the way back from getting a coffee.
Yeah, not wrong with that, mate. Checking in.
He gave me a KFC review. He hadn't had KFC since like the mid-90s. And he had some KFC yesterday, and he's like, you know what? It was crunchy, greasy, delicious.
Just what I wanted.
Absolute deliciousness, he called it, and I agree with him.
Wow.
Jules Nixon says, come on, Torquay, get to the third round and get United at Plainmoor. We've got ourselves a Torquay.
Torquay, yeah.
We've got ourselves a Torquay fans.
I made my first start against Torquay. Brackington, at their place, yeah.
Did you win?
Got beat 1-0. But it was 0-0 when I come off. So
that's really nice. Like Martial against Everton. Hey,
it was my responsibility, lads.
Don't blame me.
Got me one of them clap the fans, and then they scored. Rene Howe. I don't know if you recognise Rene Howe, the big lad.
I feel like I know the name.
Yeah, I think he scored.
Clayton M, who's been a member for 16 months. Cheers, mate. Cheers, lads. Can you settle an argument for me? Why can VAR overturn a final whistle and change the outcome, but can't go back after a goal kick? Because the final whistle is almost irrelevant in that situation. The reason they can overturn a final whistle is because it's one of the things that they can overturn at any time, whether that be an offside, a handball, a penalty, whatever it is. The fact that it's a goal kick or a final, they can go back.
I think what happens is though, I think
after the kick has been taken.
If they've taken that, then they should have made that decision in that break.
Once the kick has been taken, they can't. But they check it before the kick is taken.
Yeah, usually.
So obviously, if the full-time whistle is blown, nothing has taken place after that full-time whistle.
There wasn't
so
a break
like
in play at the full-time.
Yeah, so they'll have to go. They'll have to review it. After, is that what you're saying? The break
like
of play.
United against Brighton last season, we had a penalty after the full-time whistle, didn't we?
Yeah, because they had to do that was the break in play, and they had to go back to that.
Yeah, exactly. People talking about Donny. If you want to check that out, we do have an interview with Henry Winter on the channel. Check that out. Very good interview with Angelina and Alexis. So there's a bit more to go on there.
Yes.
If you haven't checked that out, make sure you do because it's really good. Right. Let's have a little talk about.
Who are you talking about, Joe?
I wanted to talk about Eric Bailly.
But he's not playing.
But he's not in.
Is he done now? Is that him?
I don't know. It's interesting.
How long has he got? He signed a new deal on it.
He did.
So
he signed it and then came out and was like, if I ain't playing, I'm leaving. You just signed a new
probably
contract.
just to get more money for him, innit?
I don't know.
Possibly. I don't
think
know.
I thought he was going to maybe play a couple more games.
You feel bad for him?
Not really. No.
It's football, innit?
Like if you're not better than Varane and Maguire, then you're not going to play.
Wonder how he would have felt when they was bringing Varane in, because you ain't playing because of Maguire. Maguire's your skipper, you ain't playing. So when you bring in Varane in, it must be like, I may as well get off. But then he signed a new deal, so does it make sense? Because you know you're not going to get in between them two, are you?
He's already behind Lindelof in the pecking order.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a
It frustrates
thing.
Some of the players that someone else comes in and they go, "Oh, it's not right. I'm not getting enough game time." Like, well,
earn it.
Got to be better. Like, there's the whole thing about Sterling at the minute saying, "Oh, Grealish come in, I'm not playing as much." Well, all right, we'll be better then when you play.
Even like Pep made a good point. Go and show me, you know what I mean? Like in training and make sure that you're on it. The thing is with Bailly, we know that he's either solid or he's just like Bambi on ice. Yeah. He's a liability sometimes.
Bailly on ice.
Bailly on ice.
Cody Watson with the super chat. He said, "Today is tomorrow's yesterday, and yesterday's tomorrow. Discuss." I won't discuss that. But what I will ask you about, because I was thinking about this in bed earlier. This upset me a little bit. Do you know the day after tomorrow, as a concept? So would it be Monday?
Yeah.
There isn't a word for that.
It is. There's a phrase for it.
Yeah, exactly. There isn't a word for it. So obviously for the next day, you've got the word tomorrow.
Yeah, and then
For
yesterday.
the one just gone, you've got the word yesterday. The peripheral ones, the sort of penultimate day or whatever you might call it. There's no word for that.
Why would you need one then?
Because it's like, what you doing on Monday? Which Monday? If you could say Flosterand or Floster Day. Floster Day is the one after tomorrow, let's say, for the sake of argument. If you could say, what are you doing Floster Day? You go, oh, I'm just, I'm working. But we can't.
Floster Day.
You have to say, what are you doing Monday? Which Monday? This Monday. What, the one just gone?
Class,
no, the one coming. Upsets me a little bit.
Why does it upset you, though?
Because we should have more. We've got loads of words, and then all we've got is the word for the one day just gone and the one day just about to happen. Let's just one more. Let's just double brackets.
Mate.
Okay.
Not bothered?
Not in the slightest, no.
Interesting. Overmorrow, I quite like that. Yeah, Flostermorrow.
Overmorrow.
Day is no, that's better. Floster Day is 2 days ago. Overmorrow is the one after tomorrow.
Overmorrow has some sense. What's Floster? What does the word floss like?
Plays in net for Watford.
Right. Okay.
Ben Floster. He looked a bit flustered today. Did you see him? Couple of drops, couple of spills. Nah. German is Übermorgen. Now we like that.
Übermorgen.
Okay.
Yeah. Basuma is starting for Brighton. Good lad. Joe, you're not wrong. In other languages, there are words for Floster Day. See?
English is a bit shit, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've got one of the most words of any language. It's a very complex language because of how amalgamated it is.
Yeah.
Overmorrow is legit in Dutch. Overmorrow is fantastic. He used to play on the left wing for Arsenal as well. He's Dutch. Mark Overmorrows. What are Paddock doing Floster Day? Well, Floster Day, we've got the return of Premier League piss take. We've also got the news. We've also got not House Brew.
The podcast.
The Stretford Paddock podcast. We've got also.
This was the game that threw Van Gaal, by the way, because this was the first 20 minutes of this.
Which
I'm
game
like,
was it?
this is
Anyone who's not
Leicester.
watching that?
Sorry, this is
Is
Leicester
this
versus
with,
United with
the chip, Di Maria's chip.
Di Maria's chip. When it was, he's gone. Do you know what?
This
I'm
is
gonna
lovely
play
goal.
All four of this. We've got Di Maria, Rooney, Falcao, and Van Persie in the starting lineup.
Dinky nuts.
And you just
it's
at this
unreal,
point, I'm
that.
like, we're going to win everything again. We've got what a team we've got here, and then it all went wrong.
Yeah.
Tyler Blackett had a nightmare in the second half.
Yep.
And that was it then. Marcus Rojo.
Jesus.
Over Morgan.
That's a great header, that though, wasn't it?
This is when United lost 5-3 to Leicester.
Yeah.
It's a difficult, again, Leicester are a
They were
great side. It's
3-1
a
up
difficult
as well.
place to come, this.
It's not easy, this game. We'll come to predictions in a few minutes. We've got another super chat. Lord Brady. Are we all just using football to fill that missing gap deep down in our soul, caused by a father that we've felt has never truly felt proud of us? I can speak on behalf of all of us.
What's going on
Mate,
here?
this is mad, this. These comments are
going in?
It's getting
madness.
a little bit conceptual. Get over it, guys.
Wow.
Dare Taylor says, don't forget, we've fortnight for 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly. Well, you're all willing to have weekly. You got week 1 week, fortnight 2 weeks, month 4 weeks. You're all willing for that. But yes, tomorrow, people are struggling with.
Yes, tomorrow's unreal.
Reece Robinson says, can we just take Leicester scouts? They must be the best in the last decade. Why aren't United better in this area? Well, I mean, it depends, doesn't it?
What, recruitment?
Yeah, because we don't have the luxury of bringing in someone like Samare, letting him sort of develop for 2 or 3 years, and then selling him on for triple what you bought him for. We, in theory at least, have to buy players who are ready to challenge for the Premier League title. Kante wasn't there when he first came in. Samare's probably not there when he first came in. You know, Mahrez is good examples of players, and even Vardy. You wouldn't have brought him in when Leicester brought him in.
No.
So
No.
There's a reason
United
the
want the
structure
finished
works
article,
the way
don't
it
they?
does because Leicester's target isn't to win the Premier League, so they can focus on having some players that
because the other thing
might
is
improve a hell of a lot.
Have they sold anyone this summer? No, I thought they
Sure,
kept
not that I
hold of
can think
everyone.
Yeah.
But they can have the start to this season that they've had and be 13th,
Yeah.
and no one really talking about it.
No.
Yeah.
Like they can do
fair
that
point.
for 6 months,
Yeah.
and then pick up a bit and show a bit of form, and everyone's all right.
Yeah.
If United are 13th now,
Well,
it's the end
get
of
it
it.
sacked,
And even,
innit?
and the same thing is Arsenal. Arsenal have had that kind of start to the season where everyone's like, get rid of the manager, he's
Yeah.
gone. We need Arsenal are done, finished. They're ahead of Leicester now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Arsenal are doing a better job and Leicester won't do. I think Leicester probably finish top 6 eventually. I think they'll get going. But United can't afford to have that.
And also-
those players they brought in are probably going to take 6 months to bed in. They're probably going to take 6 months to get there. They need to be able to shift players on here and there and everywhere. They can take risks. And the other thing is when United turn up to an unknown League 2 club or in France and go, we'd like one of your players.
Yeah.
The first thing they do is leak it to the press. And now it's 30 million
definitely.
instead of the 5 you've just got him for.
And also, if imagine United had have completely bottled top 4 2 seasons in a row like Leicester have done, we'd have gone through certainly Solskjaer, maybe the manager after that if he'd have done the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can't afford to
You're going-
slip.
You're going on about players as well. Like, say, for example, if Donny went into a Leicester, for example, he'd be playing every week, he'd be one of the best players, whereas he comes to us, he can't get in the team. So you're talking about giving lads time and stuff like that. With United, you can't. The expectation's too much. And they want the finished article, and the fans expect a certain calibre of player as well.
Think of the teams that have been successful over the last few years. When's the last time City brought in a player that wasn't good enough for their first team that then played through and became good enough? Foden, and before that, who? They don't do it. At the top of the game, you have to buy players ready to play.
Yeah.
I think we Foden, because he can go through the youth system and stuff like that, he was allowed time to develop and learn from these players, but they've never really... I can't really think of
The
it.
other reason they've been allowed to do that is because they have so many other players that they can bring in and go, okay, we don't need to start you every week. Whereas United kind of saying, we're bringing this player in, but we have to play our left back every week because if we don't, then he's going to come in. And same thing with Wan-Bissaka. I think if Wan-Bissaka had time to develop and work on it, and you had another option there, things would be better. We've talked about Trippier this summer. If we'd have got him in, all of this kind of stuff doesn't happen. You look at what City do. You look at what they did with Cancelo. Similar kind of thing when United have brought in Donny van der Beek. For the first 6 months, he didn't play.
And also, the difference is, Cancelo isn't from some League One team. He was 50 million quid and he was from Juventus.
Yeah.
Like, he isn't some scouting miracle.
Yeah.
He's a very good player, and he took a while to bed in, even though he was already a well-established European name.
But
he
they
was a well-known
they
player.
had Kyle Walker, they had Zinchenko, they had... who else did they have in there? Who's the other fullbacks they've got?
Mendy.
Scholes said
they
it.
had in there as
Jesus,
well.
man.
But, I mean, you know, he's a
At the
£50 million
time,
left back who
Mendy.
was playing at the time.
I think seen Scholes picked up on it, didn't he, in the overlap stuff about United have to play the strongest team.
Yeah.
Like whereas City can field 2 11s that are equally as good as, say, for example, United's, because they've got the squad in-depth squad, whereas we need to just pick our team and play it.
Yeah. We've got the coverage on here, and they just pulled the league table up again, and they've got Liverpool highlighted there at top. If we win today, we have the choice. We have the option next week to go above them, like that. Yeah. So today is important for a lot of reasons. But the framing of our season this week, if we win today, you go into that Liverpool game going, we win today, we're above Liverpool. Yeah. That's a mass. Whereas if we lose today, we have to beat Liverpool just to stay in touch with them, kind of thing. That's it's if we get because we drop points today, lose to Liverpool next week. United that's title race kind of thing done. Whereas today, if we win today, if we get a good performance, even if you do draw with Liverpool next week, you're only a point behind them. Yeah. You're still in touching distance. You can still play.
It's a massive game today.
Today kind of sets up United's next run.
Massive game.
Imhotep says, why do United players look and play better for their national teams? I mean, in recent weeks, it is because they're playing against Andorra and Luxembourg and whoever, Brazil played against. It's because, generally speaking, international teams play... United have players from mostly the best international teams, and mostly, especially in qualifiers, the best international teams are playing teams much worse than them. Yeah. That's why they look so good. And even then, we've heard criticism of Bruno for Portugal in the last 2 years.
You look at the games you've had so far this season. You've had Villa, West Ham, Everton, Newcastle. We've looked at that and gone, do you know what? We should win all those games. But you look at that; they're all mid-table teams. They're all right in the middle, and they're awkward. Like they've always been awkward. Like. I think someone mentioned it the week. It'd been better for United if we'd have played, because the two bottom teams that we played, Leeds and Newcastle, we've spanked. Yeah. We've smashed them. We've done well against them. Yeah. And also, United have always done better and have always looked a lot better playing against the better teams. And you look at the likes of City and Liverpool, they've been able to play expansive football. We've just played those awkward teams. You've not been able to play against the teams that should be, you can stick six past like Liverpool have done today. Yeah. We've also not played against the teams that are going to come out and play against us. We've just had awkward games that...
We've just had that sort of middle trunk where it's like, it might be tricky, it might be easy on any given day. And because we've not been at our best, we've found most of them tricky, haven't we?
And to be fair to Ollie as well, like when he does come up against City or stuff like that, he does set up quite well, and he does have good success against them teams.
Liverpool and Arsenal are the ones where we tend to struggle in the league, don't we?
Yeah.
For some reason, we haven't beaten... Ole hasn't beaten Arsenal in the league, which is a mental stat.
Yeah, it's crazy,
we struggled against Liverpool. I know we beat him in the FA Cup, but we do...
We're going back to the international stuff as well. Yeah. I mentioned about Sancho looking a different player, but then you look at him and he's playing against a 41-year-old and doing his hamstring.
Playing against Jay, by the way. Yeah, literally, Jay's a 41-year-old.
Don't want to disrespect you, Jay, but you're playing for whoever... Luxembourg. But that's the point I make. I just want to see him a bit more, expressing himself, a bit more direct. But again, when he was playing for England, you're seeing him ripping the 41-year-old. People are going to have the same what I said, do whatever. I just hope he has a good performance today.
Yeah, me too. I think he's looked better as time's gone on for United. It's unfortunate for him that he's not fluked an assist or put a ball in the back of the net or whatever, because just having a number or two on the board...
Confidence, that's what it is.
...would help him massively. But what's giving me hope is, first of all, his pedigree. For the last 3 years, he's been one of the most productive players in the world. And secondly, his performances are going up, which is a good thing. And with that, goals and assists will come.
Which is what I think Steve did the video on Sancho and looked at how he does in the league. He always tends to have a slow start. Now, look, I think that there's something there that maybe he needs to improve what he does in the off-season and stuff like that. I think he's one of them players that when I'm off.
Yeah, I'm off.
I don't do that kind of stuff. And then builds his way back up. So maybe he can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
But last season he did that for Dortmund, where everyone was saying, I've done the bullet in, done all this, and then he scored like 10 goals or something in the next 10 games or something ridiculous like that.
Cal Dunley with a super chat. Watch how good we will be today when we have a proper designated holding midfielder. Quite confident now since seeing the team. Come on, United. I mean, I like the confidence there. 12 minutes.
Matic is up against Samare, Maddison, and Tielemans today. Yeah. That's a big three he's going to be up against today.
Midfield.
That's it.
Very
And
good.
then they've not got a dedicated number 6 today where they're going to sit back. They're going to be
All over.
action. They're going to be similar to how when we play with Pogba, Fred and McTominay in there, they're going to be pushing up. They're going to be a lot further forward.
Yeah.
So it's a big job for Matic today to do that kind of on his own.
Yeah.
It's going to
I
be
think we'll
really
play a lot more football though today.
I hope so. I'd tell you, like I said before about the performance. I mean, obviously, a win is more important than the performance, really. But for me, this is as close to them being even as we've had in a while, because it's not just about getting 3 points, because this team is good enough that we are just going to beat some teams at some point, because we're not going to fucking get relegated. It's a good team. But we need to start seeing the signs that we're actually
Going to challenge and be successful,
that we are better than teams, that we can control games, that we can make a lot of chances, score a lot of goals, stop teams counter-attacking on us so easily. To me, the performance is almost as important as the result here today.
I think you say that, but I think United did that, look at the end of Mourinho kind of thing, the Tottenham game, we got beat 3-0. Amazing performance for 45 minutes, looked really good, got beat 3-0, and everyone was like, he needs to go. That was it, done. There was no him coming out and going, well, we play better football. That's what you've asked for.
I understand what you're saying.
I've still said the result is more important. I've still said that.
I think the performance is, like you said, we want to see, even the likes of the Newcastle game, even people were going, have we really been really good here and this and that. Maybe having a nice performance and a nice win might get the lads' confidence and go through the roof.
Because like the Villarreal game, we won that game. We were shit.
We was lucky. We should have got beaten.
Whereas
that game.
I thought the Villa game, whilst we conceded too many, the Everton game, whilst we conceded too many chances, I thought we were the better team in that game. Yeah. Like I think if that game is played exactly the same way 10 times, I think we win 7 of those games because we would put the chances away, or that header would be on target, or Greenwood would find the back of the net with that chance in the first half. Like I think that was a better performance. But the result obviously didn't allow that to be shown. This is so sad. Alexa played Despacito, long-time viewer of the channel. Thank you very much for the super chat. Bundesliga has high lines all over the place. Prem has a lot more mid and low blocks. Sancho just needs time to adapt to the other team's defensive style. I agree with that. The amount of times you watch highlights of either Haaland or Sancho on YouTube or whatever, the amount of times there's just like 4 of them just sprinting on goal, defenders like sprinting back. You don't see quite as many packed out boxes, 10, 15 men in the box, balls trying to be chipped in, trying to make space in tight areas. You don't see that quite as much in the Bundesliga, do you?
I think that goes that again about saying about allowing lads time and stuff like that. I think it's Man United, so I think everyone, when they do come in, the expectation of Sancho to be like he was at Dortmund, like he is for England, I think that they expect that straight away. And I think that's because of the pressure that playing for United. But like you said, maybe he does need a little bit of time. He's been away from England for so long. Styles are different. Maybe he does need a little bit of time. But again, at Man United, you can't have that time. You need to be on it straight away.
So that's another thing, innit? You talk about Leicester's recruitment and why can't we have their scouts and whatever. We've brought in Jadon Sancho, who is, for a 21-year-old creative player, as proven as I've ever seen. I can't think of another, I mean, other than Messi, who was on another level, I can't think of many 21-year-olds that have had as many goals and assists as he's had over the last 3 years. And even then, not quite doing it yet, is he? You've seen this article, should we be worried about Jadon Sancho? Why isn't Jadon Sancho performing?
Expectations,
you have
what it is.
no room for error at Manchester United. No. And I don't even think he's been, I wouldn't say he's been bad, he's just not been quite as productive as we hoped for. So there's a reason why these teams scout these players, and then these teams take them off them, and then these teams scout these players, and then these teams take them off them, because the expectations are so different. And also, let's be honest, United can afford to spend a bit more money on players.
Of course they can.
So that's how it works. Someone said Ole fired. Breaking, Ole fired. That isn't true. Because why would they sack him 8 minutes before a game's about to kick off?
Fantastic idea, that,
Jesus
it
Christ.
is 8 minutes before kick-off. We're going to go around and give our score predictions. Get your score predictions in the comments. And if you haven't already, like the video. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes. Score predictions, lads. I'll start with you, Alex. You've had time to mull it over. We knew this was coming. What are we talking about? Quick! Webcams, chat.com, hot girls in chat. Click on this link in the comments. Oh, it's been deleted. There was hot webcam and chat available. Girls and everything. Getting their bums out. Well, it's been deleted because it was spam. But you know what?
Oh, man.
That as well.
Hot webcam chat, we'll get rid of that one as well. No spam comments. If you're having fun, have fun. You don't have to send the same thing.
2-1 United I'm going for.
Go on then.
An edgy 2-1. Ronaldo winner.
Edgy 2-1.
No, in fact, no. Ronaldo scores the first and Rashford gets the winner.
Someone, BitGod says, what are girls? They're like boys, but
What was this?
but cute.
I think
RH?
I think it'll be 1-0. I reckon it'll be a tight affair.
Clean sheet.
1-0 to the Reds. I think it'll be difficult. I think in the opening 15-20 minutes, I think we'll be under a lot of pressure. I think as we start to make our way in the game, I think as things start to open up.
There with his sunglasses on.
I reckon. Look at him. He's loving life, innit? He's just texting his mate going up the RH now.
With his bandana.
With his bandana. So I think it'll be a tight affair. I think we'll be under pressure quite a lot as it starts to open up. Then front four, like we talked about before, start to express themselves. I can't see it being many goals in the game, though, to be honest. 1-0 win, the Reds, up the RH.
Let's get into a few comments and I'll give my prediction in just a second. Sat Singh says 3-0 United. John George says 3-1. A lot of 2-2s, 1-1s, 6-2s. Tell you what I'm not seeing, other than 3-0s, I'm not seeing many clean sheets. I would absolutely love a clean sheet here.
Yeah.
I think we really are desperate for them. Was it 9 games in a row without a clean sheet in the league?
You say that, but if it's 0-0 today, everyone's going to kick off.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. Absolutely. I want to win, but I'm saying
like a 0-0.
If it's 3-3, I think people kick off a lot less.
Well, I would prefer 2-0 than 4-2. For instance, I'd prefer.
Yeah, I agree, but
I'm surprised. Obviously, past visits there, it has been a high scoring game, but I'm surprised. The lads and ladies in the chat are saying it's going to be a high scoring game because I reckon it's going to be a tough game. To be honest, nice and tight.
Mahir Mohammed says, "Stupid that it's not televised." That is stupid because for me, this is the biggest game of the weekend. Have you seen this weekend's games? By the way, I don't think I've ever seen such a low average position of the games. If you take both teams' position and divide it by 2, it's like everyone's just mid-table because it's like top teams playing bottom teams, and that's it. So you got Villa Wolves, Leicester United, I think the biggest game of the weekend, City Burnley, Norwich Brighton, Southampton Leeds, and then Brentford Chelsea's your big game. And then tomorrow it's like Newcastle Spurs and Villa Everton or something.
The Newcastle Spurs one's good, for obvious reasons.
That's got some intrigue, but in terms of the position of these teams, there's no big games at all this weekend. So for United, Leicester to not be televised, it's team that in this last 2 years have both finished top 5.
Leicester versus Man City wasn't televised as well. It was a 3 o'clock kickoff. Yeah. It's an odd one. We've had a few weird 3 o'clock kickoffs for United this season, but at least it's not 5:30 on a Friday or something daft like that.
Yeah, exactly. I prefer it to that one, but. And to be honest, I think, again, it makes sense. It's traditional, isn't it? 3 o'clock kickoff. But it is odd. If you're a TV company, how have you let this one slip through the cracks? Because the Newcastle one, fair enough, you didn't know it was going to be Ronaldo's first game. Yeah. But this one is a big game. A few more predictions. We confuse Ed Human. What? It says 1-3 Leicester City. I mean, 1-3 would be United winning, but then he's put Leicester City next to the 3. So that's odd, because obviously United are the away team. Someone said this game wasn't on telly last season either. Carl Kinahan with a great memory there. How do you know that?
What he said?
Blanked out last season.
I don't remember that.
Good Donny there. What was not happy bunny either.
What was last season's game? What did we?
We didn't win because we went 1-3 there.
I know we lost. I know we lost in the FA Cup there.
Yeah.
Then what else? I can't remember the Premier League game last season. I really can't remember it.
Bit of volume.
In the slightest.
No, I can't remember it either. But yeah, so it's not on telly. So that's why you've got Stretford Paddock, and we'll talk you through all of it. We'll give you everything you need to know. You've got the score in the bottom corner there. You'll have the timer. And also, if you are watching, pause your stream and sync it up with us so you can watch it at the same time.
Yeah.
You can enjoy it with us. We don't say that enough because that's kind of the whole point here.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying... people saying... I was thinking that was... How is everyone predicting the same thing at once? But that's what the score was last season.
It was 2-2 on Boxing Day.
Yeah, I remember that. I think you were on it with me. Or was that the year before when we drank loads of wine?
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
That was good, yeah.
You and Ronaldo watching it on Boxing Day.
That was good. And my dad was in here as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because he gave me a lift back up. What a day. People saying Ronaldo scores. If you could pick one player to score for United today.
Marcus Rashford.
Nice. That was
rapid
as well.
Rashford, isn't it?
Yeah, I would like Rashford to score. Just Ronaldo would just get on the score sheet, carry on that run.
I would like Sancho to get one, I think. Just get him off the mark.
An assist. Sancho assist, Ronaldo, header, back post, boom, up the RH.
We haven't seen a big Ronaldo header yet.
Have we?
Oh, I'd like one of them.
He scored some... They've been scabby goals.
Yeah,
they're great. Yeah. I love them. I don't care
what, you're saying
goals
that one against Newcastle, his first one was scabby?
He scored a lot of scabby. Yeah.
With the goal, he just palms it down his one. The second one against
one's
Newcastle,
great touch. Great touch.
That's probably his best goal.
Keeper should have done better, though.
Yeah.
For me, but doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Also, nutmeg.
Meg nuts.
these players score hundreds and not
Look at Lindelof's.
What have they got?
You know when you get the Premier League?
It's unreal.
Yeah, we can't really say.
Why are you saying I look like him?
I think
You having that or not?
No.
Joe Swash.
you get Joe
Big
Swash. You must
shout.
get Joe Swash.
Big shout.
I'm sure people from other countries might not know who Joe Swash is.
Oh, no,
but
yeah,
you've got
fair.
a slightly swashian vibe.
Yeah.
A swashbuckler.
Joe Swash, a good shout.
Swashy.
I don't know if anyone can see that, but that's Joe Swash. You can't see it.
Nah.
You can't see it. Google Joe Swash. I can see that a little bit. Slightly sort of
Yeah.
cheeky chappy,
You
isn't
know.
he? Married to
Cheeky
Stacey
chappy.
Solomon, famously.
Dean,
Ronnie there, focused, innit?
does Dean Henderson get a start in the Premier League at all this season?
Not if
anymore?
De Gea plays the way he
No, he's on fire at the minute, innit?
Yeah.
Do you think he goes next season then? If this is the season, say he has this season where he plays the odd cup game, De Gea plays well, De Gea's like, I'm staying here for the rest of my career, he comes out and says it, is that Henderson gone?
No.
I think.
Do you think he just goes, I'm going to cash it, I'll go somewhere else, I can go and get a game? He goes to Leicester, Kasper Schmeichel probably coming towards the end, I'll go to Leicester and be a good player there.
Tell you what's
Possibly.
mad about Kasper Schmeichel coming toward the end. How old is
He's
he?
31 in this.
Mad, innit?
No, he's older than that.
He's older than 31?
He's 34.
Wow.
Did either of you lot ever have the treble video as a kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I think it was Kasper Schmeichel. At the end, they
He
bring
was
him on the
on the
pitch and he's
pitch.
like in goal and he's like
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
kid. This man is now 34
It's
years
mad
old.
that, innit?
That's ridiculous.
He's had a top career as well, Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans, good player. Very good player.
Hopefully he slips today.
He was the one that they shouldn't have let go. That's one of Van Gaal's biggest mistakes. That one,
Yeah.
it was letting him go at that time.
Because you'd still have him as a
I
backup
don't
at United.
because Fergie writes in the second book he did, like he comes out and says, look, Johnny Evans to me was the next one kind of thing that was going to step up and feel that he said I signed Smalling and Jones, but it was Johnny Evans was the one I wanted to step up and go alongside one of them, and you kind of think, really, you sure? But kind of proved it. Was that a bit of hindsight kind of stuff? Looking,
you know
at
what?
It,
He's had a Premier League career though. Wherever he's gone, he's just steady and.
Well, he was going
How
to
old's he now? How old's he now?
City were going to get him. City was.
Yeah, he was actually. Yeah.
City, it was Arsenal and City were linked with him from West Brom, and then Leicester.
Because he's he's good on the ball. He's comfortable, isn't he? And
yeah, he's been a very good player. He
very
is
good Premier League player.
now.
33.
But I think he'll still have got 2 or 3 years.
Come on,
left
the
in him,
boys.
certainly.
Taking the knee.
Taking the knee. I like that the refs take the knee.
Good.
Because you could see it being one of the things where the refs were like, we're not here to be. But I'm glad they do that.
Nah,
anyway,
it's good.
we've
United
kicked
front.
off. United kicking from right to left. Not that it matters, but we are. Maguire,
Jesus.
first touch on the ball,
Yeah.
and my
Welcome
God,
back.
he's made up for
Jesus.
lost time there. He's taken 4 touches at once.
Wowzers.
Knocked it straight into the
That's his first touch in a week.
Yeah, he's not. He didn't kick a ball yesterday.
Mate, Bailly stormed down the tunnel. He's
Hey.
off.
I just got told you.
Yeah.
Maguire
Bailly
with a wry smile there.
Wow.
He looked at Luke Shaw then and just gone, cheers, mate. Thanks for that one.
Nice one.
That was
Fizz it
just
in.
what I needed. After a
Oh,
few
where you
weeks
going
out.
here?
That's all right. He's kept it.
Oh
Fucking
my
Luke Shaw
God.
waiting for it to arrive.
Tell
now.
you what.
Goal kick.
Wow.
You know what? We've got
40
a goal kick.
seconds
It's
in.
all
This is
fine.
Everyone just-
unreal. Wow. Sort your head
That needs
out.
to be calm, fuck down,
It's a
lads.
start.
Wow.
It's not a good start, but it's a start.
First 15, 20 under pressure. First 40 seconds under pressure.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Keep
They
it nice
kicked the
and,
ball out as
Up
well.
the
nice and
RH.
simple to start, lads.
Wow.
One of the lowest quality opening minutes I've seen
Squeeze us
from
up
two
then,
teams.
lads. Wow. Come on.
Do you know, and I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed to admit this. Do you know sometimes when I've been playing a lot of FIFA,
Yeah.
and I watch a match on the telly, I look to the bottom for that little radar with all the dots on it. And I go, where are they? Oh, they don't.
They don't do that.
This is just
because this
football
is
on
real
telly.
life.
Yeah. This is well, it's not real life. It's still on
They
the
do
telly.
They do it on BT. You can get that on BT.
Can you?
On the red button thing, you can get like a little box and all that. You can get it so that the names pop up above the players as the player.
Yeah, that proper FIFA style.
Yeah,
that.
it's too
You
much.
can get
know
it so
that.
if you press the A button on the controller, then Herrera makes a pass. Can you do that? Full puppet mode. Pay 50 grand and they have to do what you say.
We're essentially playing 4-4-2 here. Look how high. Like where
Yeah,
Bruno
Bruno's
is there.
pressing the
Bruno's
centre
playing
half.
that sort of false 9 role. that he
Bruno's
likes to
doing,
play.
He's doing Ronaldo's work.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
That's what
doing
he's
the
doing.
job that Firmino gets credited for sort of coming up with, when really
Press.
he absolutely did.
See, Ronaldo there, when he's
Didn't
gone back there, he
even
just needs to
care.
press.
Just
But
a little bit,
can't.
little run.
Oh,
He
listen.
can.
Listen, I'm not slagging him off because he's just the main man, isn't he? But
Cut through the
that's
midfield
a
and Matic
foul.
is going to be
Don't
on a
get
booking
booked,
here.
don't get
no,
booked,
it's
don't
not.
get booked.
Can't get the first one.
Oh, he's lucky there, Matic, because that's a deliberate foul,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? Stop a counter attack.
But that's
done well
what-
there, Matic.
Yep.
Fernandinho gets away with every week for about half an hour. He does them for.
Their
Oh,
midfield,
sorry, mate,
their
sorry.
midfield three is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Be a
going to come
tough-
at us with a lot of pace when they get the ball as
Yeah.
well. Like just pass it
Here's
forward
one
as
for you.
quickly as
So
they
I
can.
asked Cam this, and he had a really daft answer before.
Yeah.
There's a clip of a podcast come out before, and it said, right, you're going to pick your best 11 from the Premier League. You've picked your number 6.
Yeah.
So you picked Fabinho, Fernandinho, someone like that. That's
Kante.
Kante, maybe, someone like that. You've picked him. You've got to pick your number 8 to go alongside him. The question was, is it Mason Mount or Paul Pogba?
Okay.
And I said, you can't not have Paul Pogba in there.
Yeah.
But
he's a Chelsea fan, isn't he? So he's
I know,
a bit
but,
Mount.
and I said, I think Mason Mount is quality. You know,
Yeah.
I think he's very good. I think he's impressed after what he did. You know, the start of the comparisons he was having early to Grealish and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that kind of player, but he's quality.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not near Paul Pogba.
He's
though,
nowhere
is
near
he?
Paul.
Pogba's
Come on.
Yeah.
It's a
You
daft
wouldn't. No one. I
question.
don't think any United player would swap Paul Pogba for Mason Mount.
Ooh, look at
Sancho
right
with the ball
idea.
behind, and we saw straight away it was a poor touch from Greenwood on the end of it. But Matic breaking the lines with a little pass
Yeah.
through the midfield again.
Forward
there.
thinking, it's
straight
good.
away. He's just so much better at that, isn't he?
Yeah. Sorry, Fred.
Someone said, "Give me Link."
Mate, them comments today are mad, aren't they?
Well, 'cause no one
What's
knows
going
how
on?
to watch the game.
Seriously.
No one can find the game anywhere.
Madness.
But we will be giving
Thanks
you
to Callum
commentary. We'll be
Staines.
talking you through the game. We should do like play-by-play radio style. Johnny Evans brings the ball out, holds onto it in the
Let's
centre of
not.
the pitch.
Me and
I don't know why I've gone wartime.
me and
Out to Sancho on the left-hand side.
Me and Adam Patterson went to the Brentford pre-season game, and there was 2 lads behind us doing exactly that
Wow.
in
What,
the
commentating?
stadium. Yep.
Were they working illegally for
mad.
some like?
No.
What was that? You just
Cam.
broke your femur. Were they working illegally for like some kind of
No, this was their
offshore
this was what they
betting
were doing
site?
in
That
the
is
game.
mad.
That's upsetting, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got a clip. I'll show you. After.
Leicester
people-
just keeping the ball here, aren't they? Just keeping it.
Pogba, according to Alex, not you, another Alex in the comments.
Go on.
Pogba
Good
is
big
so
man.
overrated. It's unreal.
Free
I
kick,
take
I'll take
that,
that.
no joke.
I don't see now. Here's the thing. I said when I've already got Fernandinho or Fabinho behind him. Yes.
You seem to be
Or
really unwilling
Kante.
to put
Kante.
I
Kante
think-
into
yeah,
conversation.
Kante.
I think the best out and out holding midfielder is Fabinho from Liverpool. No, I think
You're
But
now
so-
having a
but
conversation
so-
with someone off
I'd
camera
have him
who doesn't have a
over.
mic.
So-
I'd have him over Kante as an out and
A
out
Fabinho
number
over
6.
Kante.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But then-
Iheanacho
oh,
racing
yeah,
through
that's
everyone
lovely.
here. He's gone past Pogba. He's gone past
Press.
Maguire. He's played it out to Vardy on the left. Or is
I don't think that's that.
Madison?
Press. Oh shit! Oh,
Good
good
defending, Harry
defending.
Maguire.
So would
Get
you
rid of
have
it.
Fabinho and then Pogba in there?
Fucking
Is that
hell,
what you're
man.
saying?
I think
Well
that
done,
would be.
Bruno.
I think that.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Cam's saying that Chelsea don't have Kante every week, so it's not like he's the best. If he was that
Go on, then
good,
off you go.
Come on
no, Jorginho and Kovacic
Go on,
play
get at
when
him.
you play 3 at
Get
the
at
back a
him.
lot more.
Sancho. Here we go. Just
then.
beat him
Sancho
now.
ball there.
Good.
Inside to
Look
it's a
at him,
poor
look at him,
ball.
look at
Under hit. Paul there, struggling there, weren't we?
Yeah.
Struggling there defensively. Pogba got skinned. Maguire got skinned.
What's that poor ball?
Yeah.
Poor
Boys,
ball.
come on. We need a bit more here.
I
now
do
from
think though
United.
in this team, I think Mason Mount fits into this team a lot better. Just at
Yeah.
this moment in time, if you're playing someone like a McTominay alongside him,
Yeah.
or even if not maybe Fred, but I think someone in there with just pure legs and stuff like
Tell
that.
you what, you ate Fred on the paddock.
Maybe not Fred. Maybe Fred. But I do think that he fits in there.
I
as-
don't know. I think Mount's. I don't know. I think he's all right. I think he's very
Yeah.
good, but I think he works in that system with Chelsea. But I don't think he'd necessarily work in this system. Because what you're playing him next to McTominay.
Yeah.
That's not
Good.
That doesn't
Yeah,
make
I think
sense.
he's got legs to do it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't think he's good enough defensively. Mount, that is.
Nice.
Go on, that's better. This is a bit better.
Football.
A few heavy touches. You can tell they've had a couple of weeks off some of these players, can't you? Ball coming in, bouncing off some ankles
Ah.
and shit.
Go on.
Go on then, Paul. Put a bit of pressure on.
Free
That's
kick.
not
That's
a
just
foul, ref.
hellfire.
You just give them, don't they? You just
Some
give them.
trim that in it.
Yeah.
Pogba's.
Yeah, some haircut that.
He does definitely tend to favour the blue hair over the red hair, doesn't he? If you are looking at your sort of
Does.
alliances
Yep.
It was that
necessarily
Maguire
haircut.
diving in there.
on the halfway line, yeah.
Yeah, just what you needed.
Done well
He
there.
covers as well, though. Yeah,
behind him
he
as well, isn't it?
stops the ball getting to Vardy.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. United, when Ollie first took over, would not do what they're doing now, which is just that.
Yeah.
It's not
organised.
It's not sitting back. It's they'd have been you had Lingard, Rashford, I think it was
Pereira. It's mad how he
Lingard,
was starting,
it was
wasn't it?
Lingard, Rashford, Martial was the front three for a long time.
It was.
They were just pressing. They'd be going now. They'd be pressing. They wouldn't give anyone this much time. But we've kind of switched back into
Go on in.
sitting back a little bit more.
when they're on the ball.
Yeah.
Good. Smash.
Couple of megs is going on here. That's
United ball.
Yeah.
That's United ball, easy. How is that
Give
their
it, though.
ball? Did it come off
Mad.
back off Pereira once the ball had already gone over the line? Anyway, yeah, Leicester on the ball a little bit here. I mean, they are the home team, aren't they? You just
Yeah.
need to minimise those chances.
Like you said there, Al, they are more organised.
Yeah.
It's a great pass, that.
It is a good pass.
Good
Defending as well
defending.
from Maguire. Iheanacho, good season last year. Do you think that was an anomaly, or do you think he's on the way to being, a pretty solid Premier League striker? Because for me, he was always slightly underwhelming. But how many goals was it last season he got? I'll just check.
Goals, though, don't he?
It was an
Goals,
odd
goals,
one because
goals.
he was always going to be Aguero's understudy. So I think he was right to kind of leave there.
Too easy, that.
Yeah, Ronaldo getting dispossessed there.
And then it's been a bit of because he's done.
No. Oh, wait.
You know, they're
Jesus,
walking
lads.
into our
Struggling
fucking
here massively.
18-yard
Come on.
box at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're fucking
No
all over the
challenge.
place.
Under
at the
pressure.
minute. Under real
First
pressure.
20
at the
minutes
moment.
pressure. 8 minutes
This is what
gone.
you predicted,
Pressure.
isn't it? Exactly
on.
what you predicted, Ryan. Yeah, he got 19 goals last season, Iheanacho. 7 assists as well in all competitions. That's a steady return for any striker, isn't it?
He's always scored goals, though. Even at City when he was in and out, he was always come up with
Scored one against
decent goals.
They're
But
on midfield at the minute.
I think he's done the right thing going away and establishing himself and getting games, because now he starts quite a lot for him, doesn't he?
Especially
Well,
with Vardy
they've started
getting
playing the two a lot more, haven't they? Which they weren't
Suits
doing.
him.
Fucking hell.
Looks like he's got so much space.
Yeah,
that,
where's our midfield here? Like, look, what is this stuff? Balls around the corner,
Yeah.
runs in
Oh,
behind.
Maddison's taking
Everyone
piss.
just fucking
Oh.
jogging.
Save.
Tough
Calm it
this.
down
A lot of pressure on United at the moment.
He's a good player, Maddison. Good player.
Yeah,
He was the one when I first started with the Paddock stuff. He's coming to United. That was the big. That was
Was
the
it,
big
yeah?
story.
Again,
He was
Has he been linked a
set
few
on to-
times
yeah.
for United, has he?
The thing that's let him down, to be honest, is injuries.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he does get quite a few injuries in the season, and I think if he'd not had that,
Greenwood,
Again,
come on.
Greenwood
Slop him,
got
man.
a bit of the
That's
2
a
weeks
great
off
ball
about
again.
him. He had a heavy touch a few minutes ago as well, Greenwood, just to pass straight into their midfield. But United need to make the most of this here, because at the moment we're not
This is
really
the
having much of the
problem,
ball.
'cause if we slow it down like this, they're 5.
Yeah.
But I don't
6
mind a
in.
bit of that. I don't mind a bit of that, because at the
Right.
minute we just need to alleviate some of this pressure.
Go on
We just
then.
need to turn that valve
One
on
of
and
you's
stop
out
Get
the
the
that
box, hang it up, back post.
Go on.
Shots.
Matic,
More
edge of the
shots.
box. Pogba
Shots.
goes again as well. Ronaldo back to Shaw.
Oh, there's no one there, is that? Oh, go on then.
Greenwood's there, but
Ah,
he's
you
trying to
bugger.
fight Johnny Evans for
It's better,
it
though.
there.
Better.
It is, but this is the transition
this is-
I worry
yeah.
about here. Lindelof's
Done
on his
very
arse.
well.
Vardy's sprinting away from him,
Ooh.
and Bruno's going to get a booking there if he's not careful.
Carrying on. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's
It's gotta
definitely
be
a
a
foul.
booking.
You can't book.
He's
Don't
pulled
book.
his shirt
he's
there.
booked
It's
him as
booking.
well.
Come on. He
No,
knows
just
it's
skip the
booking.
foul.
He's got
Just
lucky
skip the
there,
foul
Bruno.
and walk away.
That's the problem. The transition, you made a good point there, lads. Vardy's just full of pace, and the actual's full
And
of
he's
pace.
never giving that up kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's
As soon as it goes over there, lad, they're going to have to just drop in.
Yeah.
Because there's no pace there with Lindelof and, with RH and Maguire.
Do you like that comparison? He's not a bad looking bloke.
Yeah,
Lindelof.
it's not bad.
You know, it's
Sure
not,
he
it's
gets
not
the
an
women,
awful
but
comparison, is it? Well, he's got misses, so let's
yeah.
hope
Well, sure he doesn't get the women.
last week, I think.
Sure he doesn't get the women.
Literally
Happily
just had a
married.
kid. Nathan Salakis says, "Hi fellas, watching from down under."
Hey.
Hey.
Not under the table. He's in Australia.
Hey.
I reckon it'll be a 1-1 game with a sloppy goal to concede and Ronaldo goal. A disaster if we drew? Question mark.
Done very well there.
I don't think in and of itself it's a disaster drawing away to Leicester, but we're in a position this season where
It
we need to
puts
win this.
more pressure on next week and the coming weeks. I think that Liverpool game next week, like I said, you win today. If you get a point out of that next week and have a good performance against Liverpool, you kind of go, we're all right here. You know, we're back into things. We can settle a bit. If we drop points today, you're into must-win that run of games, which you don't want to be having.
No, good stepping in
Matic.
from Matic there. Come on now, keep the ball. Keep the ball. Shook his man off there twice.
Good, very good.
It's a bit better. Just got to limit those chances when they've got the ball. First few minutes, every time they got it, they're in our 18-yard box.
Yeah.
We've got to stop that. Like, we haven't got in their 18-yard box yet.
Good. Switch to play.
That's better.
Go on then, Wan-Bissaka.
He waited
We've got
there.
3 centre-backs, haven't they? They can cover all of
Sloppy.
those runs in
Sloppy
behind
from
there.
Greenwood.
Yeah.
Go on, press.
Not the best start from him. He looked a bit cold, hasn't he, Greenwood? 2 or 3 times he's given
I
it
felt
away,
he
over
looked-
hit
I
touches.
felt he looked a bit
Good.
poor against Everton a little bit, maybe trying too hard a little. And
Yeah. Well done,
Good
Bruno.
lad.
Good pressing there from Bruno.
I think it was one of them at the start of the season. You had Pogba, Bruno, and Greenwood, who started so well before Ronaldo arrived. You had to play them every game.
Yeah.
And then Ronaldo come in, and you can't not play Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So I think Ollie was kind of forcing that 4 into the team, where I think in an ideal world, he rests one of them. He doesn't play.
Yeah.
He plays Sancho instead of Greenwood now and again. And
Done
things
well
like
there,
that.
though. Go on then, off you go.
That's better.
Off you go.
Mason. This is what he's
Go on
going
then.
driving,
Shots. Shots. Get in. Oh.
Straight as Schmeichel. That's better.
Brilliant, that.
That's better there from Greenwood. Good to get a shot on target sorted as well. Much
Good
better.
bit of play, that.
Good turn. Lovely.
Him and
1-2 with
Bruno there. Brilliant.
That's a great pass.
Ronaldo's going to end up strangling him eventually because he doesn't pass to him, does he?
Yeah, Ronaldo.
He
I mean, Ronaldo's not in a bad
I know,
position.
yeah,
but
He's not going to pass it there.
Yeah.
Greenwood's. Well, that's what I like about Greenwood. He's got that. He's going to score goals, and he's proven to score goals because he's selfish.
Bit better.
Ronaldo's not passing there, is it?
No, he's not. And that's the thing, is that Ronaldo probably sees a lot of what he used to do in Greenwood, but he's kind of like, look, you need to give it me now and again, kind of thing. Now and again, just slide us in here, mate.
See, that's the thing that Sancho.
Sancho's probably the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Is he doesn't take as many, as many risks with it.
What percentage of a Harry Maguire do you think we have here?
From seeing him so far, 42. No chance any more than that because he's not looked good
like
so
he could
far.
move to me.
Wow.
And what does that
Tin
say about
Man.
Eric Bailly?
I don't know.
What does
Not a
that,
lot.
Tin Man.
He is a bit Tin Man, isn't he? He
Yep.
needs some grease on them fucking joints pretty quickly.
Definitely.
He's squeaking
Needs to
around
wake
this
up,
pitch.
that lad.
Yeah. What is it Tin Man wanted? A heart? Or a fucking what?
WD-40.
Calf. That's what fucking Harry Maguire needs. He's going to meet the Wizard of Oz to get a new calf. Squeaking about the pitch.
Fucking hell. WD-40 on him, mate.
Do you know what
Jesus
WD-40
Christ.
stands for?
Nah.
No, go on.
Water disbursement 40, or something displacement perhaps. It's basically a thing that gets rid of water, so that's why you lube stuff up, and it's the 40th recipe of it. There you go. I'm just double checking.
Double check that.
I was going to say, I don't know whether that's
lots of nonsense to me.
Very educated about that, Joe. That's
Water
mad.
displacing spray, manufactured by the WD-40 company based in San Francisco,
Oh.
San Diego.
Stitched them up
WD-40 acts
Get
as a lubricant, rust preventative, penetrant, and
Thanks,
moisture
Papa.
displacer. Exactly.
Go on,
See?
Greenwood. Good. Go on then. Get at him then.
Yeah, because it's
Good
the
lad.
40th formula. There you go.
That post. That's
That's
poor.
comfortable. Is that a Marty
Poor.
in there?
Ronaldo's gonna have a tough day today against the three of them. He's
Yeah.
not gonna be. It's not gonna be the easiest day for him.
Needs to make sure that quality is better when the ball comes into the box. So hitting the men quite a lot.
Yeah. Someone just saying in the comments there's a rumour that us three flew to the studio from our houses. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why I was late because of
The plane.
The plane was
You got your passport, didn't you?
yeah, baggage.
I've never been on an internal flight, I don't think. Do you know? Because you don't have to have a flight. You don't have to have a passport, do you, for an
No,
internal
just
flight?
ID.
Oh, actually, no,
no.
in America I have. Because you often land in at Georgia or Atlanta,
yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
I know it's the same place. But you often land in there and then you have to do another flight.
Have
But
you
in
not
England,
done,
I've
have you not
never
done
done
Manchester London before?
one. No, I've never done
no.
any flights in internal flights in England. No.
I've done Manchester London a couple of times.
You fucking.
Just
Great
to
pass.
get to them.
Why don't you just
getting
stab a
enough-
polar bear
Go on
between
then.
the eyes?
Shots.
Wan-Bissaka chips
Back
in the
post.
back post.
Ah, it's too
just
much.
too far.
Nah, it's
Corner
done
to
well
United,
there.
though.
Go on then.
Last
Good,
5
not bad.
minutes, we're just chipping away here, aren't
bad.
we? Feeling a bit better now.
So
Feeling a little bit
it's
better.
one of them. Usually, the flight cost, if you do Manchester and connect through London to where it is cheaper than just doing the London to wherever.
Yeah.
Usually,
Direct
it's cheaper.
ones.
It's mad. So you can't, or it's like a tenner more expensive to get the connection flight,
Yeah,
and to get to London, as everyone knows, is stupidly expensive.
Maguire.
It is.
Boom.
Come on.
Corner to United. Bruno chips it in. Oh, just over Maguire, and it was
Goal
Pogba,
kick,
wasn't it?
is it?
Who
We
isn't that
can't
good
head.
in the air, is he? Paul Pogba. In terms of scoring headers,
He
Good
wins a
ball.
lot of headers, but just doesn't.
Great ball in.
really good. Just where you want it. Edge of the 6-yard box,
Great
between
ball.
the
Nice
6-yard
whip.
box and the penalty spot.
He's got to do better there.
We aren't good.
Never
at
flown to Belfast, Joe? No, never have. Never
No,
flown.
I'm not flown to Belfast either.
Any of the UK. No, I've taken the ferry a few times.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, to different parts of Ireland, but no, never flown anywhere. I've never been. Actually,
flown
here's a
to
question.
Dublin?
I don't think I've ever been north of England, north of Scotland, altitude, not altitude, long, latitude-wise, whatever.
Shaw's gone down there.
Say again.
I don't think I've ever been to a
You've
place.
been to a Nordic, not been to a Nordic country.
No, never been to Canada.
Canada.
No, never been to Norway or anywhere like that. I don't think I've been
Where
north
else?
of Scotland.
Is there anywhere else north? Higher than that?
I think so. Parts of Russia. Never been there.
Never been there, mate.
There's a thought. Beautiful thought.
Brilliant for
It's all
Wan-Bissaka.
south from here, baby.
Go on then, keep going.
There you go, Wan-Bissaka.
That's very good from him, by the way.
Yeah, driven, 40 yards plus there. And Bruno.
No,
just
that's
fucking
poor.
punts one into the fourth
See you on
row
Monday,
there.
Avro FC. Jesus. That's poor. Wow. Wowzers.
Luke Shaw.
Is he
I've
all
seen
right?
him get up yet. It must be, yeah, because
He's
we've not stopped
down,
the
yeah.
game, have we?
Yeah, and they've not kind of zoomed in on him as if
Look at him.
he's nervous.
What's up with him?
Come on, lads.
Big game, this. There's Luke Shaw fighting for headers again.
Good, Sancho.
Yeah.
Yes, again, it's been the same as every kind of game
There
we've
we
had
go.
this season. It's a difficult game that we're expected to win, which
Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
it seems like we
Starting
have
to
all
get
them.
better now, though.
And-
Starting to come into the game a little bit.
And
Yeah.
Liverpool might have to play Watford every 14 every week.
They're either playing Watford or City, aren't they, at the minute?
Yeah.
Whereas we're just playing these fucking shitters.
Yeah.
Them like, oh, it's Wolves, you've got to beat them, but it's hard. Leicester, you've got to beat them, but it's hard. Everton, you've got to beat them, but it's hard. Greenwood!
Oh my God! Oh my God! That is silly. Mason Greenwood.
What a goal that is.
Wowzers. Wow.
All right.
Wow.
What was that?
That is unreal, by the way. As soon as that half out, that is a joke, mate.
I can't believe you've not passed me.
No,
Pass it to me.
mate,
That's what
fuck off,
he's saying.
Ronaldo. That's unreal, mate.
That's why you don't
Oh
fucking
my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Mate, that is unreal. I want to see it again right now.
Need it again.
Let's have a look.
Wow.
Assist for Bruno.
It is
Touch. Oh my God, it's
That
a
is gorgeous.
fucking
It's posting
rocket.
in as well.
It's a rocket.
Oh, wow.
Let's have another look for you, son.
There's the
Give me the
assist.
ball.
There's the assist.
No.
What an assist.
Assist.
What an assist.
Boom. Oh, that's unreal.
Forget
Off
the
the
goal.
post
That's
and in.
all about the assist.
That's a joke, mate. Mason Greenwood, take a bow. Unreal.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's
Brilliant
this
goal.
angle will be the best. I
he
cut
don't
across
even
it.
Curl it. He
Cut across
smacks
it. Oh, that's
Absolute
beautiful.
Individual brilliance merchants
Yeah.
again. Fantastic.
Unreal.
Shit. Don't score them. We're
Unreal.
not allowed to score them.
We're not allowed to score them. We have
And
to
again-
have score tap-ins.
And again, that's why Sancho's on the left, because he can do that
Yeah.
coming in for the right. So you in the comments, don't
That's why.
drop in again.
Right.
All right, up the RH. What a goal that is. What a goal, mate. Come on then, we'll get some more
Go
now.
on, get another.
Let's go. Come on.
Go on.
That's a
No.
wasteful Bruno.
Ronaldo should have took it off him there,
Yeah,
because he
that's
was gone him.
That's all about the assist there for Bruno.
And that again
Don't get me
is
wrong,
this whole.
the finish is all right, but the assist.
No, but then again, that's this whole thing on judging players on right. Oh, this is how many assists they've got in
Yeah.
the season. When that's going to come down as assists. Oh, I've got me extra 4 points on fantasy. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean he's had a good game, Bruno, today.
But
He's had another
good.
assist.
Yeah, but do you remember the old sort of the old adage about bad reffing decisions even themselves out over the course of a season? That isn't based on anything other than just
Go on, Sancho.
numbers, and eventually things
Yeah.
seem to work out. I think it's the same with assists and goals, because there
poor
are plenty
again.
of, plenty of
Shaw,
strikers
man,
scoring
fuck's sake.
tap-ins
Where are you
that
going
still
there,
count
Luke
as
Shaw?
goals,
Luke Shaw, where are you now?
and there's plenty of assists that go in
Luke Shaw.
that are shit.
This worries me, this. With the runners, the midfield runners and stuff, because of the pace. He's done well there,
It's
though.
gone straight to Iheanacho,
Offside,
though.
surely. Done very well.
The counter-attack was struggling
But
so
Luke,
much against
but Luke Shaw
counterattacks.
there, where he gave the ball away from that cross. Why is just leave
His
that
reaction's poor,
now.
though.
Just leave that now. Go and just make sure you're going, because they're going to count on you here. Because
Yeah.
if they'd have been switched on there, Iheanacho had loads of space.
Got lucky there. Got away with that a little bit.
Yeah, it's this counter-attacking
It's
thing
that
that was
transition,
just
especially
really fucking struggling.
between the right back court and the centre half, so the left back and centre half, them slided balls because of the pace.
Yeah,
It's difficult to defend with them
good
lads
turn
running.
there, Pogba.
Oh, get up, mate. Stop. Why are you stopping
Why
it?
are you stopping the game?
Oh, my God.
What's up with him?
Because it's
The
a
wind-
he- it's
What a
head
goal. Hey,
injury.
what a goal, by the way,
Is it
lads.
a head injury?
Ridiculously good.
What a goal. Cut right across it, post and in. Boom.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Oh, they're bringing him someone on. Was he winded?
No, I think Pogba's caught him a bit.
Oh, he hadn't.
Oh, my
He's hardly
God.
caught him.
He's holding his
bit
chest.
his
though,
lip-
isn't
bit
he?
his
That's-
tongue or something.
Is it? Oh. I suppose technically it's a head injury, but fuck me. Nothing in that, is it? You don't need to stop the game for that. What's he done? Bit his tongue. Paul
What's a goal,
Madison
by the way?
said, individual brilliance, right, Joe? That was an absolutely brilliant goal, and it shows the talent of Greenwood up the flipping RH. I mean, it was individual brilliance, but that's why you have good players.
That's a
It's a
great goal.
fantastic goal.
I'll
And
look
you
at it again now.
It's one of them where I thought he's curled it. He hadn't. He's just
cut
fucking
across it.
Just
battered it. He's just
See,
smacked
it's his sort of like near the little toe, doesn't it? Look,
Yeah.
now, boom, right across.
Yeah, he's
And it's going away from Schmeichel, and it's a fucking great goal, that.
Yeah, brilliant.
What a goal
All
that
them
is.
sat behind going.
Yeah. none of that curling in business. Just fucking smack it.
Fucking brilliant goal.
Yeah, gorgeous. Ronaldo turning around like that as well.
Ooh.
He knew it was good. He knew it was good.
I'm not just saying it because I said this as well. Well, I am a little bit.
Go on.
But like 15, 20 minutes, constant pressure, goal. But this is now, it's going to be interesting to see where the game goes now.
It's interesting. This is the whole point of United is that we get a goal early, teams have to come out against us, and there's more space, and that's where United do well at. And that's what City have done for a long time. Is get a goal early. Liverpool do it all the time.
Good.
Ronaldo with seemingly his first touch of the fucking game there. By the way,
Offside,
can you think of him
isn't
having
it?
another touch?
No. Just pat from safe passes. That's the first time he's ran in behind.
Corner to United. Will look dangerous from the last one.
Yeah.
Just got to get the right man nodding it in.
Come on, lads.
Ronaldo goal would be good.
Yeah, it would.
Come on, the boys.
Maguire in there. He's right on the goal in Maguire. Usually sets
Looks
the
weird
piece.
Harry Maguire talking to Cristiano Ronaldo still, doesn't it? Yeah. It's a little bit.
Some bloke from Sheffield.
It's a great ball again. Great deliveries
Well
again.
defended. What's the foul?
What?
He's putting it right in between the keeper and the pen spot anyway. That
It
loads of
seems
whip.
like Schmeichel's not keen to come out for these. Because that's...
How is this?
That's a great. The deliveries in the right. Look at that penalty spot on the 6 yard.
What?
Wait,
Good
is Maguire
defending.
meant to push Johnny Evans over?
Was it Ronaldo? Was it?
No, it was Maguire.
Was it?
Maguire's
Yeah.
doing a little-
I was
little
watching
shove.
Ronaldo thinking it was him, but it was Maguire. I didn't see what happened there. Oh, we needed
Come
that.
on, the boys.
We really needed that. Like you said, it's gone exactly to your...
Yeah, you
your
don't need to
little
say that, Joe.
fancy
But you know what I mean. Up the RH in the
Right,
comments.
give us the
and
last
that.
68 minutes.
No,
of
I
what it's
can't,
gonna
mate.
be.
I can't.
Oh, really?
I can't. I mean, my job's done.
Yeah.
No, it'd just be interesting to see the the way they play from here now, because if they get another one, he's comfortable at the moment, but it's one goal in it.
Yeah.
Playing a little bit better now though.
Can I say, and I think for some reason it's becoming, you're almost not allowed to say this. I think Wan-Bissaka's improved a hell of a lot going forward since he started at Manchester United.
Shaw's been sloppy, man.
Yeah,
I
Sorry,
think
Joe.
he's got a lot better at taking the ball forward in and around the opposition box. I think Wan-Bissaka is clearly learning, clearly improving as an attacking
I
fullback.
think what
He's
people,
not great yet.
No, but I think
he's
what
much
people
better than
expect
he
with a
used to be.
fullback is you have to be good at crossing. That is the
it's a
thing
modern
that-
day one, isn't
that
it?
You have to be able to whip a ball in. You can be good going forward without having to do. Luke Shaw isn't necessarily one of the best crossers of the ball. He's gotten better and I think he's taken a few more dead balls and stuff like that. But his main attribute is he drives with the ball and plays good one-touch football usually, and that's where I think you can get Wan-Bissaka doing. I don't think you can't get someone who's going to make go from being what he was to being Trent in terms of whipping a ball.
No.
That's not going to happen.
And
But
it's
I think
also
you're
not
right.
his game either, though, is it?
He is better at what he's been doing, which is, being sharper on the ball, playing them passes inside and stuff. We're going to be hopefully play with more wingers. You're going to play with more width.
Definitely.
You don't need Wan-Bissaka doing that.
Prime example as well, Al, when he got the ball and he drove 40 yards like we touched on.
Perfect.
He's athletic and he's got the ability to do that. He's not one of them where he gets it from deep, whips nice balls in like Trent or, he is what he is, but definitely improvement there.
Yeah. And
Defensive wise, for me, he's great 1v1 defending, brilliant.
Yeah, amazing.
Ronaldo pressing there.
And I've said this a few times.
Fucking hell, heart attack.
I feel like people overlook it a little bit. He also got 6 assists last season, Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Which isn't fuck all at all for a fullback. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I know we can all see with our eyes that he's not that particularly accomplished around the opposition's 18-yard box. But
Ref's
6
just
assists
whacked
is
on
nice.
top
No,
of there.
shit. Talking about him.
Ref's got to take a book in there. He's blocked Pogba off the ball. Has a ref
Oh, no.
ever booked
Shit.
himself?
Oh, my God. Shot come cross just past the far post.
We got lucky there again.
Very lucky. Very lucky.
Yeah.
It's like you said, and we're just talking about him then, he's left a massive gap again between the right back and the centre half. Vardy's just, it's unlucky that, isn't it? Vardy's just getting in between them lines, isn't he, and just picking it up.
There's Ricardo there, just such a dangerous ball across.
Oh my God, it's not far
You
off.
see that debate as well, something they had the other week. Whose career would you rather have? If it stops now, Jamie Vardy or Harry Kane's?
Seen that?
Obviously Vardy's.
I said
What do you
that.
mean?
I said
A
that
lot,
as well.
yeah, a lot of people have said Kane, but
Kane,
for
'cause he's
me,
top goal
how
scorer, played
could you
in
say
World
Kane?
Cups and all this
well,
kind of
for
stuff.
me, I would have said Vardy because obviously he's come through from lower leagues all the way through international Premier League winner.
Yeah,
You know,
he's got
he's
the record for most Red
consecutive-
Bulls drank by a human being.
consecutive goals.
No, he's never beaten Steve.
He
with that.
beat the Ruud van Nistelrooy's record for
Yeah.
consecutive goals.
He's got individual accolades
Yeah.
as well as he's now got a Premier League and FA Cup.
I think
Yeah.
he's been top scorer in the Premier League before.
Yeah.
And also
For
he's
me,
won the
Vardy,
Premier
but
League
a
and
lot
FA
of
Cup.
people have said Kane from, I don't know. Go on. Oh, shots. Get it.
Ronaldo!
Yeah, I thought
What
that
a
went in
save
then.
that is.
Would have been
Oh, Sancho's
Sancho.
kicking off
Leave it,
here.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Lamarte.
Leave it out.
That was really well done by Sancho. I can't even imagine who would say Kane. So far, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you won the Golden Boot at an FA Cup, at
And the
a
World
World
Cup.
Cup that you didn't
Yeah.
win, or someone
Yeah.
that's been
I
Premier League top
agree,
scorer
but
and
there's
won the
people
Premier
that
League.
have done it. The people
Yeah,
that say
people
it.
have
Let
said
us know
it.
what you think in the comments to that.
For me, Vardy all day.
Yeah.
And if you want to know the reasons, let me know. Up the RH.
He's
Fergal,
class as well.
Oh, Greenwood, that's unreal.
it's back at net again.
Oh, I
Like.
should have gone the other way now.
Look,
shouldn't I? Go on then.
There
Go
you
on,
go.
V1. Get a shot
Sancho.
off. Shot off. Oh, come on.
Corner.
Sancho so
Corner.
keen to get to
Yeah.
play the ball
Leave
off.
the
his
That's what
line.
I'm saying.
Give
Like,
it- give it
in that
corner.
position, like, if Greenwood's in that position, you're
He's
telling
cut
me
and
he's
shoot.
coming in to play Popper. He's not.
No.
He's getting half a yard and he's letting go.
Yeah.
Where Sancho at the minute, he's just safe. Like, here now, boom, it's
He's
it.
such a
Finesse
good
it
creative
far
player,
post.
isn't he? That's brilliant by
Yeah.
Bruno as well. That little
Yeah.
dummy. And Pogba
Yeah.
just. I mean, it's a corner, but that's going wide anyway. For honest.
Yeah.
Quickly before the ball comes in, Fergal McClements, Luke Shaw is playing like a centre mid most of this game. We'll get exploited if we aren't careful. I agree completely. We were saying it before the game.
Wasteful on the ball as well.
Another
Go on
ball in
then.
Maguire. Oh, he's done. That's a difficult header. That.
Yeah.
He's running backwards.
It's another good corner though.
Really,
I
another
tell
good
you,
corner.
and we're not very good at cut up to today, but
Yeah.
3 or 4
Yeah.
great
Should put 'em on
deliveries.
that
Look a
second
little bit dangerous.
This is a
there.
top save from Schmeichel. This because I think it takes a
He's
bit.
offside,
he's
isn't
centre half playing him on. Sunchu maybe. I think Sunchu's playing him on.
It go out as well.
Trying to get disallowed.
He does well there, doesn't he?
Yeah, because I think there's a bit of a deflection.
Yeah.
Bit better.
Finish.
Last 15, 20 minutes have been good from United, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting Sancho
Very
on the
good.
ball more. Getting
He
getting
looks really
Sancho,
good so
Bruno
far.
on the ball.
He has.
Sancho's been
He
excellent.
has.
Just looking like the sort of dangerous player you expect, isn't he? He's
Definitely.
doing a bit more than just 1-2s and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Iheanacho and Maguire
You look at that
Yeah,
there.
we'll have that.
held and embraced for
Go
quite a
down.
few seconds there.
He's done well, Pogba there.
He loves beating a
Very
man.
well.
He loves
It's a
beating
free
a man
kick,
physically
surely.
before passing the ball, though, doesn't he?
He's
Done well there.
Yeah, he could have.
Again,
They lost
Shaw's that high.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Why is?
Shaw's that high there. He's had to drop in. Look, so because that's the second ball off Maguire.
I think these are the little things that people don't see about. There's a reason why we play Fred as well. Is because it allows
The
your
lads,
fullbacks
yeah.
to be further up. It's the reason why Liverpool play with Robertson and Trent so high up, because they usually play with 3 midfielders that are defensive more than anything. You know, Fabinho, Henderson, and they played a lot of Wijnaldum.
Oh, lads.
Come to
off.
Maguire's fucking on the trade. Oh, my God. Oh, what a goal that is, by the way. Maguire's poor, but that's a great finish. He looks like he's in fucking cruise mode, that fucker, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, my
Who's
God.
that Tielemans with a fucking unreal.
That's a
finish.
great goal again, though, lads.
Maguire just waiting for the fucking ball to come to him.
He's got to
Gotta go
fucking
to
be
the
better
fucking
there.
ball.
That's fucking shit
It's a
for
poor
him.
pass, but you need.
He's got to do
Just
better
deal
there,
with
Al,
it.
though, hasn't he? He's got to
Just deal
meet the
with it.
ball, even hook it away if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to be a little bit messy trying to play. Fucking shit, that
Fucking
lads.
shit mistake and an unbelievable finish.
Great goal.
Maguire gives it to De Gea. Oh no, Pogba, sorry, gives it to De Gea. No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Lindelof. He
Who
gives
gives
it
to
back.
De Gea? Who plays it out to Maguire?
Yeah, it is
Just
sloppy,
waits
but
for
he
it.
waits for it.
Just
Like,
waits
he's
for
quick in the actuals. Quick, what you waiting for? This is a
Yeah.
great first time as well. That's a great
He
finish.
tried the cross there.
No, I reckon that's a
Sam
finish, you know.
It's a
Well,
fucking stupidly good finish, that.
I reckon it's not across that, bud, I don't think. No, it's
No, it's
unreal, that. It's unreal. Top corner. Two great goals in the game. It's got to be better there, Maguire, for me.
Yeah, he has.
De Gea's pass is a little bit soft, but he's got to do better.
Maguire's looking up for the next pass, isn't
It's
he?
a
As the
fucking
ball
great
comes to
goal,
him.
that.
Nothing De Gea can do.
Fucking hell, lads. Sloppy, though. It's sloppy.
Yeah, it's really poor, that. Poor by both of them. It's a shit pass from De Gea, but Maguire's got to do more there. You can't just wait for it. You've got to, also, he's got to see the fact that pass is under hit.
It's a great ball as all in it, Paddock.
He's got to go to it.
See that gap? There's so many gaps.
Yep.
Gaps all over the pitch. It's a great goal, that. You can't take nothing away from the lad there, to be honest, but...
It's shit as well because we were just looking good.
So, yep.
Again,
you
get
want
going
a fucking clean sheet. One fucking clean sheet would be so good. Just can't buy a clean sheet at the minute.
Say 2-1, Al. You said 2-1, no?
Take it now. Go on.
Go on then, run it. Where's Bruno, sorry?
It's like it's his hand there. Come on then, keep your fucking head.
That's better.
Keep your head.
Yeah.
Come on, the lads.
Yeah. 15 minutes till half time. We've got to go again now. Can't let it be the same.
End to end now, isn't it? It's end to end game now.
It is. We'd sort of stop that as well. It's just fucking so sloppy, isn't it? It's just eye off the ball stuff.
And that's the most frustrating thing as well, isn't it? Got a free kick there. You're going into Lindelof. Even he's thinking backwards to De Gea. Bad pass, bad decision from Maguire. Great finish.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Fucking shite.
Yeah. Well done.
Come on.
It's a bit better.
Get in the box.
No one in the box though.
That's straight into his hands.
Yeah.
There's no one in there apart from Ronaldo late, but...
No.
Yeah. Ian says, we're giving Maguire a new contract for 400 grand a week. No, we're not.
It's not 400.
Don't worry about that. We're not.
No.
We aren't. That's not true.
Fucking hope not.
What's it in? We're not giving him 400
grand a week. Imagine.
No chance. What's a clean sheet? Yeah.
I wonder what his new deal is, though. If he's getting a new deal.
I mean, it's going to be 250, isn't it?
Fucking.
And the rest.
Still out for us.
Philip Lopez, says, piss poor. We ain't winning shit this year. Let's wait till the end of the half at least.
Yeah, come on, let's calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Maguire's been very, very good for a long time. Let's not give him 30 minutes after coming back from injury. Or get rid of him, sack him.
Yeah, that was shit.
So
That was shit.
It was poor.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a touch that is. Brilliant. Brilliant from Matic. Brilliant.
Play on. No.
Why are we stopping it?
Oh my fucking God.
How is everything a fucking head injury all the time?
What's he doing, the Panzer?
Fuck me.
No, not wrong here.
What's he done? He's kicking his legs about like he's hurt himself. Maybe he's hurt himself. Give him the benefit of the doubt, but fucking hell. It didn't look like much, did it? Let's see a replay here. Is it elbow across the face? No, it's not. It's his fucking like forearm wrist.
Get on the weights, lad.
He don't elbow his face. His elbow goes past his face, and then it's his forearm that hits him.
What we thinking, lads? 35 gone. What we thinking?
I'm thinking we need to fucking
now
win.
Let's get to half time again. It's start playing.
There's a goal.
Let's create a few chances before half
He's
time.
got to come to the ball there, hasn't it?
It's odd that, isn't it?
Can't believe the finish.
Even De Gea's got his hands up saying, "What the fuck?"
That's a good a finish as you're gonna see.
That's a great finish. 2 fantastic goals in the game. That's not a cross. He's defo meant that.
Yeah, of course.
Defo
There's no one
meant
there
that.
for him to cross it to. There's no chance he's crossing it. There's no one there.
Hell.
It's always that. It's always one of them for United at the minute. It's always that goal that goes in as well. It's not even like the mistake happens and they create and score a tap in.
Tell you what, he scores quite a lot against us as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he scored.
He always seems to pop up, doesn't he?
Yeah, we're conceding some fucking great goals.
He wouldn't be a bad signing for United, would he?
Do that sort of Herrera type coverage.
Yeah, I like him. There was rumours he was coming again same summer as Maguire. I think that was a bit of it. Was that you can have him.
Yeah.
Whilst we're not going to sign Maguire and take your target for this summer as well.
Come on, the Reds. Come on, let's get back on it now.
Well, they had him on loan, didn't they, for a year?
Yeah, they had him
with an option to buy, and they did. It was like 40 million. Though. It was a lot of money.
They pay 40 million. Wow, sure. Come on, mate. You're taking a piss now.
Well done,
Pogba.
Done very well, Pogba. Oh, it's lovely. Free kick. Sean needs to fucking wake up, lads. Seriously. Don't think has he played the red shirt yet?
I can't think of it.
Fucking hell.
Maguire trying to bail him out there.
Unless he's over the top on that. I think it's that Tillerman's one, isn't it? Over the top a little bit.
Oh, I don't know. That's a soft.
It is soft, to be fair.
Tay Diagonal says, you can't defend the way we defend and expect to win anything. Well, I don't...
Shit.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I
Shit.
get it now. Yeah, you can't. You're right. We need to improve. We can't be defending like this and expect to win things. That's true. That is true. Schmeichel's got a very long top on, hasn't he? Sort of dress like.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. United barely touched the ball since their goal went in. Leicester's just changed the momentum completely, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, giving leads away isn't good. It's not a good habit to get into that because we've got to be using them to not close games out, but really seize control of a game and get that second goal rather than, right, we're 1 up, let's start making mistakes. That's a terrible trait to have.
Too easy, lads.
Well,
Too easy getting out there.
Yeah. Not much of a press, that, is it?
Well, it's a bit... I said this the other week. It's a bit half-arsed, the press. We look like we're going, but then...
Oh, that's too easy.
As soon as you miss one of them...
Yeah, it's just
as soon as that one pass goes, that's it. You're like, oh, well, there's... And it takes 4 players out of the game so often.
Madison's getting the ball quite a lot in them little pockets. I think with Matic and Pogba, obviously they're not...
You'd almost rather Pogba go a bit further up and let Matic just
sit as the pivot rather than... Because it's just sliding in between them two and he's having a bit of joy.
Yeah.
But again, we see the positives of keeping the ball a lot better and stuff like that, so you can't... It's been a good game. Been a good game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not what we want with that goal, but...
poor.
Yeah, holding the ball now as well, Leicester.
Yeah.
We're sitting back a little bit. They're just passing it around the halfway line. It's when they make those penetrating runs and passes,
in the
that's when we
pockets.
struggle, isn't it? We're turning back facing our own goal.
Well, that's better.
Yeah, they're just passing it around the halfway line at the minute.
Go on then.
See, again, our press is more just
fucking
3 or
too
4
easy.
players.
But then, look, Bruno's going there. Why?
Position.
You know, I can't go if not everyone's going.
Yeah, it's ones and
now
ones,
Matic gone and
massive hole again there.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fucking great football, but the defend... Oh, shit. Yeah, it's too easy. It's too easy keeping the ball, but once you get in them pockets, it's
they're
fucking...
passing it around the halfway line, wait till one of our midfielders press, then play a quick 1-2 in behind him.
Al made a good comment, like, you can't be going 1s and 2s in them situations. Look at where he's picking up the ball there.
Yeah.
On the half turn, he's getting at him. It's a great ball again. Got away with it. Is it a corner, that? No.
Give him the goal kick.
But no, it's too easy. Half-assed, like you said.
You're better just doing what we were doing in the first 20 minutes. So I'm just saying, you have it. You know, we'll sit back and be
game
organised.
of chess then. It's a game of chess,
ref.
isn't it? No, I don't like him having that ball in them positions. Fucking hell.
Got away with it there.
Doesn't look comfortable, does it?
Not at the minute.
Not with the 2 of them going.
Tony McGuigan says, we're partial to leaking goals as it is. Can't afford to be having silly unforced goals like that. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Point.
It's not just a system thing. That's a purely personnel thing. And the system is already struggling to stop us conceding.
Very good. Great football.
Come on now.
Oh, shit. Go on then. Go on. Give it him.
Was that Mason?
Yeah.
Giving away the ball a lot, isn't he? It's obviously a sensational goal, but the build-up play has not been ideal so far.
That's poor from Pogba now.
What the fuck is that to?
It's poor from Pogba. Free kick.
He's going to get the yellow now.
Free kick.
He's not give it again. You know.
He's got to be. He's
Matic
one off.
Is close to a booking here. Can't believe he's
he said what's Pogba seeing there, lads.
He's just because I think he's seen Greenwood a bit free, Wan-Bissaka's a bit free. He's just put it between the 2 of them.
That's not like him, that though.
No.
He's just not done anything.
No. Come on.
Yeah, we think we sort of need to get to half time a little bit here, don't we? It's got a bit of that to it. It's a shame as well because it feels like every team sees us as beatable at the moment. You know, we
had that 15-minute spell, didn't we? Where we were good.
Yeah. See, when he gets it, look, it's just fucking hell.
Panic stations at the minute, innit?
Yeah.
There was times at the start of the season when he was getting there,
shit,
and you were just like, "He's fine."
He's calm. Yeah,
But
He's
seems like
obviously
he's come back in
he's not
today.
fully fit.
He's
and
not
he's
fully fit.
flustered to
He's
fuck
not.
as well, isn't
Yeah.
he? Let's be honest.
His first touch in the first minutes fucking
Flustered to
killed him.
fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Fucking.
Flustered to
He's
fuck.
having a tough
Brilliant.
game.
And that guy's going to be on 250 grand a week. It's a fucking joke. He's had a good listen. I like him and that, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a
We'll have
foul
the
ref.
foul
Come
ref.
on.
Oh, lads,
Well done, Matic.
done very well.
He had
Well
to
done.
make that.
He did. Fuck me. There was a big counter attack
Go on.
on there.
Oh,
Not
here
from
we go.
there, man.
Oh,
And ball.
And ball ref.
pace.
Fucking
Fuck,
we
Casper's
don't
right.
need to be hitting it
Yeah,
from
you don't. Not
35
from
yards
there.
out there,
So
Bruno.
That's
Come
it.
on. Obviously, it seems
That's
as
his
though
one
they've-
thing that he does as well. When the team starts going bad, he starts forcing things. I think a bit, and he doesn't. You know, opposite to probably what Matic does. Matic kind of just is very good at just right. Let's just play the ball for a minute. Let's just get composure. Let's calm down a bit. Bruno's like things all over. He's like, right, well, I'll just score from 40 yards away. That's what I'll try and do.
Yeah. Maybe they've identified Schmeichel as someone who's not particularly agile these days. Don't quite have the reach that he used to have. Because they've had quite a few shots from long range. Obviously, Greenwood scored one.
I think we always tend to.
Yeah.
I think we've got the players to do it. I think we always fancy them to
Got
do
the
it.
quality.
Since Leicester have scored, they've dominated this game, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can barely get hold of the ball at the minute. It's tough, this.
It's a tough watch the past 5 or 10 minutes.
It is. I'd just take fucking half time now, 1-1. Let's just get in and not concede another one. Again, it's like they're just waiting for us to do our little press, and then when we do,
I don't think
Pogba.
I've just watched Pogba there with Tielemans. He doesn't know where to go, Pogba. He doesn't know whether I need to sit alongside Matic here or go where Tielemans is in the space.
It's like as well, like they're not even taking like the trigger points when to press.
No.
It's like they're taking big touches and it's like they're allowed to get away with it. It's a great ball.
It's gonna.
You know, you understand what I mean? When it gets to it, it's all right sitting off. If you're sitting off, fair enough, and you're keeping your shape, which is fair enough. But when lads are taking bad touches, that should be your trigger point to go and press and go and get the ball. They're just not even doing that.
No.
Which is disappointing, really.
Yeah. Joe McGovern said there are no patterns of play in either defence or attack. Praying for a moment of individual brilliance every game due to lack of organisation. I mean, that's the criticism, isn't it, of Ole at the moment? The one you sort of hear. I mean, so far, I'd have to agree with that. In terms of this game, I would agree with that.
I think pressing. I think I'm not as worried about the attacking thing.
No,
I think
the ball.
Off the ball, I'm worried more than anything about what we do.
Yeah.
I'm not. This thing about we rely on individual brilliance. What we do is we give as much space as we can to the best players that we've got and allow them to do what they're good at.
Yeah.
Teams have done that for years and it does work. You know, that's not a.
That
shouldn't
when
be
Leicester
a
have got the ball, that's my worry.
This is my worry.
Yeah. Like Mason
A lot of
Greenwood
spacing
there
wide.
is doing absolutely nothing.
Great tackle. Brilliant. Wan-Bissaka, fantastic.
Yep.
He's been brilliant today, by the way. I think he's probably
Brilliant.
United's best player, Wan-Bissaka.
Good match.
The only
Let it
one
go
who's
now.
not fucked a lot of things
Come
up.
on then, off we go. Come on.
This is where we've got to show it, though. Now we've got to
Go on, run it.
Find a man.
In front.
It's all right.
Overlap, Shaw.
He's not passing.
Oh, yes. Front post. Go on then.
Ronaldo!
Oh! Oh, lads.
Greenwood.
Shots.
One on.
Go on.
Chips it in.
Oh, he's tried an overhead
Going
kick.
for an overhead
Is he
kick
giving the-
there.
Is he kicked him in the head?
Nah.
Does he give what's he give? Corner or
Free kick, has he? For
Must
the
he give
high
a free
foot or
kick?
something? Tried the overhead, didn't he?
He's 36, man. He's just tried an overhead kick.
Mad, isn't it?
What's he doing,
That's
man?
mad. I don't think he's seen the
It's
one
the
behind
wrong.
him.
I think it's definitely just trying to edit.
He's looking at the ball, isn't he? Look how he lands. Jeez.
It's mad that he can just try that, and it's fine.
Imagine if no one's there and that goes in. Jeez. Ooh. Free
So is he
added
giving a
time.
free kick there then? Or is
Yeah,
that a
free.
goal?
I thought awesome. Free added minutes.
Yeah. Bit better though.
It's
I'd like to see a replay of that Ronaldo one. The
it
first one where the
wasn't
ball
far
comes
away
across.
from him, was it?
No, it looked like he could just sort of
We had
step
8
onto
shots.
it. Yeah, brilliant.
8
We've
shots,
been
they've
ace.
had 6.
Didn't you know?
What was the possession then? I didn't quite see that.
49-51, I think it was.
To
them.
To them.
So it's been tight. Well, that's the thing. They had first 10. We had the next 15.
Yeah.
They've had the next 10.
That's 35 minutes, that, Joe.
Brilliant. And then to round it off, not to mention that other 10 minutes, which went, which was a mixture of ways.
Yeah. We've settled a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think they've kind of gone as well. Just we can coast here.
Fucking hell.
Second balls.
Luke Shaw's been fucking really poor today. He's not winning headers. He's not keeping passes, keeping possession. He's not finding passes.
Maguire again.
He's just Maguire, for them.
What are you fucking hell? He's done the hard bit. He's drove out. What's his option?
It's not a foul, ref.
You know what I mean? Like that first bit's brilliant, and it? He drives out, and then what's that? He's trying to pass. That's not even there.
Surprised Bruno's not been booked either, because that's his second as well. Yeah. He's let a few of them off.
Maddison again in that pocket, lads.
Hardly a foul.
Is though.
That's where they're gonna hurt us in them little pockets.
Yeah, they keep finding space behind Matic and Pogba, don't they?
Yeah.
And it's weird that everyone's been crying out for, as long as we put Matic in there, this will stop. And it's not. It's the same kind of. It's the same kind of issue that we have when we have Fred and McTominay in there.
Yeah.
Like you said before, where you just have one as a pivot and Pogba in front. Whereas if you're playing as a two, he's just dropping in there. Then you've got Tielemans all interchanging. They're good in there. Don't get me wrong, they're good in there, but
they have to be so good because Bruno plays so high up the pitch as well. The two behind him have to be so good.
Yeah, but also as well, going back to that one, he's pressing the centre halves. Bruno's pressing the centre halves. So then why are we not pushing us up, getting a little bit further?
So that's where Pogba should be on the next ones behind.
And then it all follows. But you're not going to get the press out of Ronaldo.
No.
But then
Bruno's pressing like a striker, though.
He's doing Ronaldo's job. But then do you say to Bruno, don't
tell me that's going to end up in the back of the net. Fucking hell.
But then you say to Bruno, don't
the last
press.
one was good, but that's just pure fucking luck here. Look at the state of this. Shit pass, and it's he tackles the ball into the box and almost puts Vardy through. If we're conceding goals like that, you just got to fucking give
half time. Yeah, half time, lads.
Fuck me.
1-1. 2 great goals.
Tackles the ball as a cross.
Tackles the ball.
It literally did, didn't it? He tackled the ball into the box, and it almost was unbelievable.
Mad.
A couple people in the comments saying, maybe time for Greenwood to come off. Obviously scored the goal. Not been his best half, has it there?
I think this is kind of the thing that's been all season, especially I think with Ronaldo, with Greenwood, and I think this is the criticism that Ollie's kind of got in all this, is that we've got players that are doing this and are doing these amazing things, and Bruno scoring goals, Ronaldo scoring goals, Greenwood doing things like that. But I think we're lacking the other element that we've had for the last few years, where you've had the likes of Rashford and Dan James that do the work as well.
Yeah.
And I think that this is where you've got to try and find that balance. One of these players, I think, has to sit out. I think this front three, whilst it's got a load of quality, doesn't have the energy to be doing the right things and to be doing the pressing and to be doing the going back as well. I think when we lose the ball, we lose a lot of that. It'd be harsh on Mason to hook him and say, right, you're not playing anymore. Yeah. We're putting Rashford back in there. But I think for the system, I think it does get a lot better. Same thing, maybe it's Sancho that kind of misses out as well. But I don't know. It'd be, again, people saying it'd be harsh for him to come off though after scoring.
I don't think they'll take him off.
I don't think they will.
No. Ronaldo's been largely anonymous as well.
Yeah, he has. He's not really done a lot, to be honest. No. Bruno's doing his work for him. Just a little bit of one-touch stuff. Not really a lot going in behind.
I think that,
but I'm not shocked by that. I'm not shocked by that ever, because that's what you've signed. That's what you've signed. You've signed a lad that's going to be the finishing touches. That's going to do this kind of thing. There's been some sharp moments. He's shown glimpses of it, but you know that you're not going to get that from him. And I think that the next thing is we have to work around him. And like I said, I think Rashford coming back in eventually helps that, because you then got the way that Bruno was doing that pressing there and kind of looking lost. At least Rashford will be following.
Yeah,
that's how I kind of feel.
At the minute we've got. When we're out of possession, we've basically got 10 men, because Ronaldo was doing fuck all.
No, it's nothing.
And I think
and then, like you said, Sancho and Greenwood, neither of them love tracking back either.
No.
Luke Shaw doesn't really love tracking back either.
As a defender.
But Harry Maguire is clearly still unfit, if you ask me, or I'm giving him that excuse because he's been so poor today.
No, he's been poor today. Him and Shaw, poor.
I know that Matic hasn't quite got the legs, but I think he's actually done quite well.
Yes,
Pogba, again, he's actually done all right. The problem is, when we don't have the ball, 4 of our front 5 don't want to defend, and 3 of our front 5 don't want to defend, and the other one, Bruno, who's willing to press, willing to chase, is having to press like a striker because he's running past Ronaldo to press.
Yeah.
So he's not stopping their midfielders on the ball.
They're
Really, you want your attacking
midfielder.
midfielder to be pressing their holding midfielder.
Yeah.
And instead, we've got our attacking midfielder pressing their centre-backs.
Which leaves gaps.
Which leaves huge gaps. And then Pogba tries to fill the gap, and then now it's down to a 33-year-old Matic doing all the defending by himself.
The main concern for me in that first half was they was getting in the pockets too much.
Yeah.
Too easily. The balls were sliding in. And again, between the full-backs and the centre-halves, on Shaw's side, and Maguire's side sliding down the side, you've got in the actual pace, Vardy pace, it's difficult. It's difficult. They need to improve that.
Yeah.
Get in shape.
A couple of super chats. Anant says, no coaching, no structure, same every single week. Zachary Purvis says, Bruno needs to stop playing as a number 9 and drop deep and help with the damn build-up. When do we start playing him beyond the 9? I mean, again, it's one of those catch-22s. If he sits back, no one is pressing their centre-backs because Ronaldo isn't doing it. But if he goes past Ronaldo to press, no one's pressing their defensive midfielder.
Is that not when you say to Bruno, hold your position?
Yeah.
Don't just let their centre-halves have the ball.
Maybe.
But because by allowing him to go and press, and the older midfielder's getting on the ball, turns, fizzes it into the attacking midfielder, then they're turning it's an attack. Vardy and in the actual running off, it's been 2 or 3 passes.
Yeah.
Sometimes have led to chances, which is not good enough.
It is almost like you've either got to get that front 3 to go, or Bruno, mate, you need
or
to stop
just
doing
chill
it,
out.
because at the minute you're doing this work rate, and it's
nothing.
2 passes round you, and you're out the game.
Yeah, hold your shape.
And it's the same that Pogba. I think Pogba's the same. Either do one or the other. Like either go with it, or just sit alongside Matic, or sit on one of the players.
But again, listen, it's 1-1. There's been positives. There's been positives, but it needs to. I don't know.
It's the way it's happened as well, isn't it? Going up and then losing that lead is more demoralising than the other way around. And then since that Leicester goal went in,
they've just taken control. Yeah,
it's one of them, innit? Both goals, you can say, well, were they a bit lucky with the finish? It's one of those finishes that most of the time don't go in. So was United's, to be fair. Yeah. 2 outstanding goals, so you can't say Leicester didn't deserve it because it was a fluky finish.
Jesus.
I would predict they're both a similar percentage shot as each other.
Yeah,
and both brilliant goals. So if we're individual brilliance FC, Leicester's goal was as well, but they look more drilled than us at the moment. And like I said, off the ball,
it's a great goal.
We're taking passengers. We've got passengers.
I've seen someone say put Donny van der Beek instead of Paul Pogba.
Listen, Paul Pogba's done his job, and he's been on the ball. He's done well. At the end of the day, I don't think they'll change anything at half time. I think they'll wait till 60, 70th minute. Yeah. Rashford might come on and see what's what. But the main concern is stop allowing their attacking midfielders to get on the ball in dangerous areas, because they'll punish us. Yeah.
We just the annoying thing for me as well is we just kick them down. We just softened that pressure. We just pressed them away. We just pushed them off us a bit. We were holding possession. We were keeping the ball. We were making chances. We were looking good. And then it's just an under-hit pass from De Gea. Maguire looking up for the next pass, not realising that it's an under-hit pass, not going to the ball like he needed to, and then a world-class finish.
Yep.
But then we've just given away the good work of the last 20 minutes where we were the dominant team.
Yeah, definitely.
And then since then, we've just not been able to touch the ball.
Since their goal, they've just taken over, haven't they?
Yeah, really frustrating. I mean, we're talking about substitutes. You mentioned Van der Beek there. I mean, I'm not certain anyone's going to predict him coming on. Any changes at half time there?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's more of a tweak. I think they need to decide what they're doing in terms of that. Because I think let the back three. It's even better when there's a back 3. Let the 3 of them have the ball, because then you well outnumbering them further up in the pitch. There's no point pressing that back 3, because if Bruno goes, you're taking it out of them, and then they've got the advantage. I think that's probably the tweak he makes. Or if he does make a change, if he does end up bringing someone like Rashford on, everyone's got to follow him, and everyone's got to get...
Can't press him once.
No.
You just get punished. You've seen that in the first half.
Yeah.
Who scored for City? Foden?
No.
Silva. Getting a tap in. Done well.
Yeah. Who are they against?
Burnley. I'm surprised that's only one. That was just... That's got 5-0 all over. Whose lineup's awful, Cam?
No, Cam said... Right, I'm going to stop you there. Sorry, Cam. Cam saying City's lineup's awful. I've already seen Foden, De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva.
It's not awful. Has Laporte been sent off?
On there as well.
That's a bad...
It's a decent lineup.
Oh,
No.
nah, I
It's
don't
not
know.
red,
Has he been
is it?
sent
It's a
off or
full
not?
No,
That's-
he pulls
no.
out. If he has, that's wrong.
That's a yellow card. Oh, he dives in, doesn't he?
It's
He
weird. He
leaves
pulls
the
out.
floor.
He pulls out a bit, doesn't he?
Let's go around the
don't
grounds
think-
then. Let's
Yeah.
forget about United for a second. In the
0-0
other
everywhere
games,
else.
then it's a real bore fest. Obviously, Liverpool won 5-0 against Watford earlier. Villa 0, Wolves 0, Leicester 1, United 1, of course. City 1, Burnley 0, Norwich 0, Brighton 0, Leeds 0, Southampton 0. Very boring. Let's have a look at this City team that's been described as awful.
Oh, they've got Stefan in goal,
Let's have a look.
Stefan in goal.
and then they've got John Stones,
did he die?
Ake, Laporte, Cancelo.
Oh, awful that.
Is
Yeah.
he dive there?
That's their cheapest player in there is Nathan Ake at £50 million.
Yeah.
Then midfield of Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. The cheapest player in there being Kevin De Bruyne at £60 million. And then a front three of Raheem Silva,
getting it here, lads.
Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez, and Phil Foden.
Cam's
Now
got
is your
to
time to
clanger,
take
mate.
that back. That's a shocking team.
I've got Walker in my fantasy premier.
Right.
Yeah, I've got.
right,
Okay.
So what,
He's
what's
annoyed that
happened?
Walker's not playing, which I am as well because I've got the say. I'm put Walker in, but I mean,
Yeah,
if-
City
like I
1-0.
said, the cheapest player on that pitch is the keeper because Edison's only just got back from Brazil,
And they're winning 1-0, so
and
good on them.
and Phil Foden.
dickheads.
The rest of them are all £60 million footballers.
Yeah, they're
It's
doing all right.
That Pep signed every single one of them.
Yeah.
They've not got a bad team out, and
No.
the bench isn't too bad. Gundogan, Grealish, Fernandinho, Walker, Diaz, Zinchenko.
Less of this City stuff, fuck them.
Yeah.
Not many goals around the grounds so far. Obviously, Liverpool winning 5-0 at Watford. What do we need to see second half, Ryan? Because we've
Goals.
said we don't think we're going to
Goals.
get a sub straight away. What needs to change?
Um,
Because this, if we carry on as we ended that half,
Oh
we're
yeah,
probably gonna
it's
lose this
been
game.
constant pressure since they've scored. Really, I think the half-time whistles come at the right time. Regroup. Ollie says what he needs to say. Like I said, if we need to just come out. I reckon no subs to start off with. Come out 60, 70th minute if you need that injection of energy and stuff like that. Rashford or someone like that comes on, even a midfielder or whatever. But no, I just want to see him in that spell. The first 10, 15 minutes we was under pressure, but once we scored and the lead up to that, we looked good. We was playing, creating chances, getting crosses in. Sancho looked good, and then obviously they scored and taken over. So there was good positive sides to it, but the half-time whistles come at the right time for me. Come at the right time for them as well, and all of us here for the health reasons. And hopefully they come out and play that football that we want to see.
what do you reckon, Alex? What
Completely
do they
agree.
do?
I think that they need to leave it as is. I don't think they're going to make any changes. I think that I think Matic will probably end up coming off eventually because I do think he's going to get booked at some point. I think you'll probably end up seeing McTominay come on at some stage in the game. But I'd like to see Rashford come on. Whether we either we need a goal or just if we get that second goal, just add a bit of energy and a bit of quality from it. I'd like to see Rashford come on. So apart from that, leave it as is.
leave it.
That's the big thing is that they've got to make a decision about whether they're pressing or they're not, kind of thing. They can't do this half-assed thing they're doing at the minute, which is a bit of pressing, a bit of I'll let Bruno do it all. So
yeah, they can't. If you go in ones, mate, we've just seen it there, just popping it around us. They've got an older midfielder who'll just get on the ball all day. If you're gonna go, like you said, you need to go in numbers, and just try and stop them getting it in that pocket. That's just what's going to hurt us.
Yeah.
And whether they put McTominay on just to sit in there like we talked about with a pivot.
Yeah.
And with Pogba on or something for legs or whatever, but needs to stop that because you've got Maddison, Tielemans, they're good players.
Yeah.
Can punish you.
Cameron Zaman with a super chat. He says, the attacking patterns of play worry me. We are lacking ideas going forward. Where has the attractive football gone? I mean, that goal was pretty attractive. I think that we've had some good interplay around the box, runs off the ball. That Ronaldo one where Sancho's dribbling past his man, cutting it back. Ronaldo almost has a tap in. The other Ronaldo chance where he does get on the ball. It's a good save by Kasper Schmeichel. I don't think it's been boring or unattractive going forward. It's off the ball that, like we've said, it's been just so disjointed. That's the worry for me. When you want to question tactics, and I'm more than happy to. We don't seem to be seeing much of a plan when the opposition's got the ball at the moment. That's a worry. That is a worry.
Yeah.
The pattern is play it to Ronaldo. I don't know. He seems like he's hard at the ball to me.
No, it's not.
He needs to have more of the ball if he wants to, impact the game.
I think at times we've started off playing from deep, like with Matic breaking lines, giving it obviously Bruno and players like that, and even like Wan-Bissaka with him driving out and quick 1-2s with Bruno, for the goal and stuff like that. That's good. That's what you want to see, but I understand the quality needs to be better.
I do think as well. We've talked about Rashford a lot. That transition of as soon as we get the ball and we do break that line going forward, I think we're lacking that a bit at the minute. I don't think Ronaldo's doing it. You've seen Ronaldo when Pogba didn't quite get that pass out to him. You've seen a bit from Ronaldo, but he's good, but he's still 36, and it's not what he was 10 years ago kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mason doesn't do that, and then Sancho isn't that kind of player.
No,
he's
not.
still
The
breaking. He's still going, give it to feet, and I'll do this drive in with the ball. I think you add someone like Rashford in there, someone that's just going to keep making that run, keep him being direct. I think it changes things for United.
Dynamics change completely, don't they? Without, I'm looking forward to seeing him come on. To be honest, it's been a long time since we've seen him, and listen, I'm not expecting too much from him. He's been out, you know what I mean? But
he's not played a
bit
game
of energy
in about 5 months.
Bit of energy and.
Well, the thing is, with Marcus Rashford, that's what you're going to get from him. You're not expecting him to come on and do amazing. He might not do the right things on the ball. He might give it away or whatever. But you're going to get a lot of energy from him, and you're going to get that thing that maybe we've been missing. So hopefully he comes on and gives that. Doesn't look like they've made any changes. The ones that would be probably looking at coming off.
See Rashford there still with his jacket on. He's not on.
No.
Matic,
Lingard maybe coming.
It's let's be honest, it's not just an Ollie thing. Managers rarely make subs at half time, do they?
Unless it's a disaster. Unless it's a disaster.
And it's been poor, but I wouldn't say it's been a disaster so far. Team's just coming back out now. You ever been to the King Power?
No. It looks like a nice stadium though.
I've never been to a game, but I've stayed in that hotel. There.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've never been. I was doing a bit of intern work for BT Sport once. I was almost at the game with the crash.
Wow.
So and I think they were sort of some of the first people there. So that sounded absolutely horrendous. But no, I've never been. I've been to Leicester once.
Okay.
National Space Centre.
Yeah.
What a place.
Wow.
People
say
golf
in Leicester, I think.
Have you?
Yeah.
Can't remember where, but what's it called? The place I play golf in Leicester. Yeah.
That's a classic.
So I can't remember.
What bottle of water, bottle of Lucozade, sport.
Getting him going.
You would think. I know you see him with those little milkshakes sometimes, but you would think that football clubs that are actually making things for their own people would have a better option than Lucozade Sport. But apparently there just is nothing better than Lucozade Sport.
No, nothing.
Nothing better than it. That's mad, that, isn't it? All the sort of nutrition and everything we know about it. Yep. Still, the best thing for someone to drink is a Lucozade Sport. Big Gunnar Solskjaer with a super chat. Hello. Hope that Rashi digs us out of a hole I've dug in the second half. Oh, he's in character. We are missing Fred, the best Brazilian I've ever seen.
All right.
It's a character.
All right.
It's nice, that, isn't it?
We are missing Fred. Energy.
Someone said, I think Ole should be fired.
Do it now.
Jesus.
Half time. Get him out at half time.
Brutal.
It's funny how you don't want to criticise Ole. We've literally been slamming our defensive structure for the full 45 minutes. And almost all of that is down to the coaching.
It's amazing.
We've literally been saying that. Just because we haven't said he should be sacked immediately, we have been criticising the coaching and the drilling of this team.
Been criticising the team for the performance. It's not about an agenda for the manager or whatever. It's about the way the team's playing.
Exactly.
And if he's not setting them up the right way, then he's going to get stick. So shut up.
I like that.
I just don't. I don't get this thing. Oh, he's not done it right. Get rid of him now.
It's a lot. It's bollocks.
Yeah,
it's bollocks.
Right, we've kicked off in the second half. As you can see, the time is going at the bottom of the screen there. We need to use that 15 minutes to actually, get a bit of composure and start playing how we were for the middle period of that half. Because we were on the right direction, and then a couple of individual mistakes, and we're back to square one again.
See the reaction from us when we're in them positions. It's like,
oh, that's a foul, ref.
Oh shit. See, when we're in them, what I was going to say, that when you're in them position, instantly our reaction's like, because he doesn't look comfortable.
No. And the pair of Luke Shaw as well, I don't think, is filling in with loads of confidence.
I'd like to see that again. One of our players just gets chucked on the floor and we carry on playing. I didn't, it's the other side of the pitch. You can't see exactly what happened, but it looked like a foul to me.
Take space a bit.
Luke Shaw with a
poor
nothing. Fucking lazy cross there. You're crossing it from 35 yards out. Go on then, Aaron.
Okay. Great reaction.
It back though. Keep the ball. Well done. Did well there.
What a ball. Go on then, run it. Oh, it's offside, yeah. Is it?
He? They think he is.
Yeah, he is.
So does the linesman, more importantly.
Very commentary there. Full commentary mode, Joe. There. So does the linesman.
Well, you were just shouting offside. Who is it?
Sancho.
Just gets tripped up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's not even appealing for a foul. I guess it wasn't.
No. Sloppy.
You know, Joe.
Straight keeper.
It's a pretty tame shot, really, isn't it? No real power on it.
Can't keep giving him the opportunities like that, though.
No.
One of them's just going to get side-footed in the bottom corner.
See, look at the press there. Look how much time he's got there. That's the holding midfielder. How much time? Crazy. We don't get that time.
No. Do better there, though.
Go on then. 1v1.
Go on,
Shots.
Go on, mate.
Shots. Go on then. Needs to be
hitting the target.
Better hit the target there.
You can't say he's got to score, but he's got to hit the target.
No. Good though. Great pass.
A bit better. Good.
Sancho,
that
brilliant.
was a better press because there was three of them there. There was Sancho, Pogba, Shaw, all there.
Gone for power again, hasn't he?
Yeah, just swung a foot at it.
Good.
Well done, Bruno. Go on then. You can't be getting out of three there.
It's too easy, that, isn't it, lads?
Fucking hell, the ball's bouncing around and there's two of you. And then Matic comes in and he can't do anything either. That's better from Maguire.
Get out there. Get out. Good shot.
Goal kick, yeah.
Done all right there. Done
Slightly
his job.
better from Shaw there. Put the pressure on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Someone said, is Ronaldo playing? Just about.
I think so.
Dare Taylor says, you're apparently not criticising a manager unless you take personal digs at him. I think that's what it boils down to, isn't it? I think if you're not asking him for... If you're not
have Ollie
him
out
to
in your
lose
Twitter
his
handle,
job,
you're not criticising him.
Go on then.
Go on then, Mason. Ooh. Again, putting a bit of pressure on. We can't win that fucking ball there. Well recovered. That's a nice angle.
Yep.
Wonder what's up with Luke Shaw. He says his whole left side. Is that leg? Is that shoulder and ribs? And what does he mean by that?
That pass even from Pogba there.
Look at this.
You can't do that with Vardy about. Just send it. Just get rid of it now, lads.
That's all right. Matic can take it. That's the thing.
Composed in them situations. He's a good footballer, isn't he? Technical. That's great football.
It's not
go on, Pogba. Go on then. Go on then, Ronaldo. Oh, he made the run, Sancho, then as well. Go on then. Go on then.
Come on then now. Oh, no, plays it back to Greenwood.
Half a yard. Shots.
Same again. 5 yards over again. Better though there.
Much better.
Good running behind from Ronaldo. Sancho stretching the play a bit. Who's Ronaldo going to?
I don't know. I don't think it was though. Was it? It looked a little bit.
I think it was more like he was expecting Bruno or someone to be stepping onto it.
Yeah. Bit better though.
Again.
We got it. Annoyed user 1 says apparently if you 3 don't say you want Ollie shot immediately, you're biased. Yeah. I mean, also people just have different opinions, and
that's
I get
football, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a game of opinions, but
exactly.
It's a great pass for.
Well done, David. Good tracking by Lindelof and saw the ball there well. De Gea. What are your thoughts on that goalie kit?
Don't mind it. Very yellow.
It's very yellow, isn't it? That's what I was getting at.
Bruno sloppy.
He keeps doing that, giving the ball away and winning it back.
Good.
Well done. That's a fucking yellow card as well. That's late.
Tell you what, they'll kick off if they get a yellow for that after
Matic
and Bruno.
No, I thought he was going to shoot then.
He wanted to, didn't he?
Yeah, he's winding up, wasn't he?
Sancho, come on then now.
Come on, keep it ticking.
Yeah, it's been a bit better start.
Good. It's good from Sancho.
Yeah,
running off the ball.
It's a good ball as well.
Go and get at him again then. Crosses.
Lucky. Keep it.
Ball. Bit better. Come on.
Better passages of
just
play.
To see us have some shots on target. Actually test the goalkeeper.
Good. Go on then.
Someone tell him.
It's a bit tight around the box at the minute, isn't it?
Out wide. Tried to force that.
He's
done it. He got it back again.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not.
He keeps doing that.
Yeah, he does.
Giving it away and winning it back, Bruno. See again.
See, it's better though.
Yeah. Schmeichel's shitting
just a little bit more
there,
quality in the final third.
Yeah. Just a bit tight around the edge of the 18, innit? This is where you need,
unlocks a player that to unlock it.
Yeah, you need a bit of individual brilliance. And not in a you know, that's all we've got. Kind of
Ronaldo
way,
doesn't play very central, does he? Though.
No, he
like
likes
comes wide, doesn't he?
He likes that left-hand side still, doesn't he? I think he's still out there now. Look, right on the right left.
There he is.
That's a good
That's
pass.
him, right in the middle.
Go on then.
That was Sancho.
Unlucky.
Not happy with that.
No.
Oh shit.
Oh,
he took him in half. He snapped him in half.
Oh, I hope that's only a yellow. I hope that's only a yellow.
Oh, wowzers.
Yeah, it looked like he
He
sort of
snapped
slipped,
him in
didn't
half.
he? He's tried to kill
He
Jamie Vardy
flipped.
there.
He flipped about three times as well.
Sorry, mate.
Did he slip?
Wow,
I
let's
think
have a
there's
look at this.
slippage element to this.
Oh my. Oh, sugar.
Jesus.
RH there. What a tackle. What a tackle. Up the RH.
That's it. He's had a few of them at Sunday
Oh,
League.
wowzers.
Jamie Vardy.
Wowzers. That was minging, that.
That's a bad tackle, that.
It was, wasn't it? Got away with it. Has he got booked?
It's got booked, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say.
I think he
I just
slipped.
didn't know
Wow.
whether he was up in the air a bit, and he could have been. I didn't know it was sending off tackle.
Could have
that one,
decapitated the poor lad.
but- Shush.
Free kick to Leicester now. 22,
Can't keep
23
giving him
yards
like this.
out. Good position.
Is it shooting range, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, he's good at him as well, isn't
Yeah. Worries me.
he? Yeah, it's a worry, this. Good from set pieces, isn't it?
Let's just fucking win a game. Can we just win a game for once?
Wow. It's a worry, this. Watch your skate over the bar now. I love that.
I hate this double. But what's the double wall thing going on?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Straight to the
brilliant.
wall.
That'll
Second
do.
one, Sky.
We're
Go
It's
on.
all right. It's fine. We're all right. Never any worry.
All good.
Yeah.
All good, lads.
That was a funny wall. They had a wall in front of
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah, and
they
they
all
had-
bent down.
And there was a line of
I
spray
think it was so
as
that
well.
the Hay couldn't see because you're not
Yeah.
allowed to go into the defensive wall anymore. Are you?
Okay.
You've got to be
You've
a
got to
yard
stay
away
within
from
a
it.
yard
Yeah.
or 2 yards or something.
Good, you know,
Double
the wall did its
spraying.
job there.
Yeah,
Proper
yeah,
took
yeah.
it in the
Thought-
face,
Yeah.
Lindelof.
So
Fair
you're
play.
complimenting the double spraying.
Not
the
that, I
ref
mean,
had
that's
done
the
there.
minimum you expect. Yeah,
He's done well there, the ref.
Yeah.
great artistry.
Right.
No, Lindelof fully took it in the face there.
We had some of that spray in the
That's the
office,
whole
didn't
point,
we?
isn't it? Yeah. People kept getting lines drawn around them and they weren't allowed to move.
Yeah, we gave it to Steve, and that was a
Yeah.
bad idea.
Come on then now.
Go on then, off we go.
One
On
more.
Bazaka.
It's worked well, that spray, hasn't it? On the whole.
Yeah.
I don't know which hole, but one of them.
Go on.
Just tried
unlucky.
nodding it on, didn't he, Sancho?
Unlucky.
Good.
Oh my God. Oh, is he saved that?
No, it's
Oh, imagine if that would have gone in. Jesus.
The commentator really wanted that to go in.
Wow.
Screaming Matic there. Look at this. He don't take many shots, does he?
On
But
the
he's
half
got a
volley,
shot
this
on
was it as well?
Yeah.
Oh, good effort.
Not
Very
far
good effort.
away.
Skimmer.
Great effort, that. Half volley, great technique. He's got across it again, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good at them, isn't he, Matic? He has one.
He's got one of them
got
in
a knack.
Yeah, he has.
I'd love to be one of them.
He's had a
players
good
like
game,
that.
to be honest.
He has. He's been good.
Watch, you'll give it away now.
No.
No, he's not. He's had a good game, though,
Yeah,
lad.
he has. He's been given a difficult job, but I think he's been all right.
Go on then.
Let's just,
Poor from Pogba, that, wasn't it?
Oh,
Free
that's
kick.
a yellow card
That's
as
a
well.
booking as well, isn't it?
I don't think he's given him.
He's saying that's his first.
I think he's saying that's his first.
Can't get over that trim me, you know. No, I'm being serious. I just can't. I can't deal with it. I can't say nothing. I've got no hair, but that's ridiculous.
But what's he trying?
That's bad. He's tried to whip it, hasn't he? But it's just
Well, it's a foul
Nah.
there, and he didn't need to. You were never getting that.
no.
No, it is a foul though.
I think we've started quite well, to be honest.
Yeah, me
Second
too.
half.
Me too. It's been far better
Been
than
positive,
the last 10
yeah.
of the first
Positive, yeah.
half. Yeah, it's been all right. Just need to try and actually work the ball into the 18-yard box a little bit more because it's a bit peripheral at the minute, isn't it? He's got time to bring that down, hasn't he? That's not a foul.
He's
Come
not-
on.
He's still not been booked, Matic.
Matic is
He's
pure
doing well.
Fernandinho mode today,
yeah.
isn't he? He must have made 4
big
fouls
man.
without getting booked.
Yeah.
He's been really good, actually, Matic.
He has, he's
I
done
hope
well.
he don't fucking drop a clanger now. We've said that, but he's been all right.
Done well.
God.
Go on,
Sending
They're
him up.
just fucking wasting time, is what they're doing.
Nah, they're sending the lads up there.
Yeah, but they've
Crossing.
waited 40 seconds to do it, and there's like, you know what? Everyone get in the box. Free kick. They're going for one. Chips it to the edge of the 18.
Get your hands off him.
Matic.
Could have been a foul.
Oh, he's not going to it! Matic is doing it all today. Look at that. Straight across Soyuncu. No attempt to play the. Of course, it's a free kick.
He's tried to shoulder him and missed him.
You're not allowed to shield from the ball unless you're within playing distance of the ball.
He went to shoulder him.
Just put him in an headlock.
Look at this. Matic.
He's missed the shoulder here.
Headlock. Oh, it's not short. Oh,
that's why. How's that happened? God,
don't close the game. That'll do.
Oh, throw in.
It's mad, this game.
What happens is we have a throw in, they show a replay of the throw in, and next thing you know, we cut back and the ball's in our box.
Windorf does well. RH again, he's on. What a man. Oh.
See, why did he do that in the first half?
I know. Pressure again, though, lads.
No. That's not
a foul.
No.
He's hanging on to Lindelof.
There he is. Go on then, off we go then. You're not going to meg him there.
His hair pushed back. Because it looks like he might have the shortest hair I've ever seen that is being swept backwards. His hair's like a centimetre long, but it's going backwards.
I thought that went out for a corner then.
I don't think I've ever seen that. A slick back, but his hair's half an inch long. I'm impressed. Right. Shaw and Pogba.
There we go. There we go.
Enter the danger realm again.
This is where it goes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There you go. Ronaldo dropping deep.
Oh, Ronnie.
So fucking free.
Ronnie.
To Leicester. He know. What are you complaining for? You know you kicked the ball out.
I think we've got the throw still.
No, we haven't.
We have. No, we've not.
No, we haven't. Ronaldo's like,
his reaction was like, nice,
you won't give a throw in against me.
What is that, by the way?
It's the Oracle Cloud win probability generator.
What
a load of bollocks that is.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that on the far left?
Yeah.
The corner?
Draw the most likely outcome at the minute, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, what? Really? No more goals.
40% chance. United have got a 30, they've got a 20, according to that. Although that don't make sense. Again.
30-25 it was.
Was it? Okay.
Where they pulled that from, I don't know.
Oracle.
Who are they?
Oh, that's nice.
It's that little
That's
kid.
what they want.
It's that woman sat in the kitchen
No,
on
it's
the
not a
Matrix.
free kick. It's not. Is it?
Yeah.
Was it?
So soft, that.
Here it is.
Go. Rashford.
Oh, here we go. What did I say? Honestly, I'm putting the lottery on tonight. 60 minutes, I said. I'm putting the lottery on tonight.
Last night.
Seriously.
185 million last night, wasn't it?
Wow.
Was it? Did you win it?
No. Someone in France won it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Lucky bastards.
It is lucky and all that, isn't it?
Imagine winning that.
You know, it's talent. It's skill.
Talent.
It was skill. I picked them numbers. Skill. I'd love to have won that.
What's your first purchase?
First purchase, if I win 170 odd million.
Yeah.
Oh my
Chocolate.
God.
What did he say?
Cam said haircut.
Wow.
Fucking hell, he's one to talk, isn't he? He's only got about 6 left.
Could be worse. You could have one.
Exactly.
I've not even got one left. Might bick mine next. Mac free on it.
I don't know. Just buy chocolate.
I don't, honestly, you wouldn't know. Honestly, you wouldn't know, would you?
That's what I'm saying.
You
would
not
a
know.
topic or like a Kinder Bueno. Sit down with that.
You would not know.
And then have a think.
Yeah, no,
that's
you
what I'm
would
saying.
Probably
Just
buy a drink.
Mull it over, yeah. I'd have
Pint.
a coffee and a Kinder Bueno and I'd just get a notepad and I'd just jot it out. Because I don't know what I'd do.
I don't.
What are you going to do? Like, gold-plated Land Rover.
Honestly, I reckon you would go on the golf course and plan out what you was going to do.
Play 9 holes and you'd think.
You'd probably get a new set, like the best set that you could get. You probably already got that, probably.
I'd probably
Right,
book a flight and go away.
Yeah, just get
That's
away.
it.
Call everyone cunts and get away.
Right, here we go.
Oh my, he looks rapid there, doesn't he?
Mason Greenwood, Ronaldo.
That's a foul. Yellow card.
He's not going to bring it back, though, is he?
No. When it stops.
Poor pass.
He's done well,
Go on,
though.
Wan-Bissaka.
Done very well. Oh, straight
Right ball.
in.
Well enough.
We'll have the booking now, ref, though.
That comes when the ball's gone out, doesn't it? Johnny Evans there. You know what? It's worth it because Ronaldo just hasn't got a pass on there,
Who do you think's coming off for Marcus? Is it Jay Sancho or Mason?
I would predict.
I think for the team, I think Mason should come off. I think that's how I think. But
I don't know. More of a threat.
Sancho.
More of a threat, Mason, though, isn't it?
I think that's the issue. Is that
Sancho's the easier one to do for me.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Just for goal threat, I mean, like.
I think Mason's looked a little bit sloppy today. I think Sancho's looks crisper and sharper on the ball than
He's done
Mason
well,
does.
don't
I
get
know
me wrong, he's
scored
done a lot better.
a real goal, but I think if you're taking their contributions out of this team minute by minute.
The bad thing is, if it's Sancho coming off again, there's going to be more people slating him after today's performance, which is wrong because I think he's had a good game.
He's done all right today, hasn't he?
I just think it's not quite come off for him.
Fucking looking at the ref every 2 seconds.
Oh, Pogba, that's sloppy though.
It is. You don't always have to find a 60-yard stinger.
No.
Just fucking play it to someone's feet and keep the ball. Great touch.
I snapped him in half there.
Yeah, we do need someone to change though.
Yeah, he needs the energy now, doesn't it? Needs the energy.
Coming back into it, Leicester, aren't they, last few minutes?
Good pressing. Very good.
Mason.
That's all right.
How's that a free kick?
Has he said play on there?
Right,
Does he give advantage?
Yeah.
Free kick for that.
Leicester just holding the ball. This is what they just started to do, isn't it? Before we need this
Set
sub
on
now.
it now, aren't they?
We need this sub. And we need to win that. That's all right.
See, I don't mind that there, where they've just kind of gone, look, let's not.
It's not
press
going to hurt
it.
you.
I don't
from
mind
there.
it. It's the bit where they do the in
Final
between.
third.
It's just
That disjointed press, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing to watch, to be honest, because you just think, where are you fucking pulling this from?
Yep.
Maguire, keep the ball.
There you go. There's
another one.
Yeah, another moment.
Wobbly, innit? He's already on a fucking booking. Johnny Evans in my head. He's got to get booked for that when this ball goes out, unless the ref
Has he not been
forgets.
out since?
No, it's not.
I've had me eye
Okay,
on it.
Lord.
Have you?
Got to press the game.
Come on then. How
Press
much
the
space does
game.
he want here? Just run into the box unopposed.
Oh, shit.
They
Got away with it again.
Fucking tackling the
Off you
ball
go.
into the
Off
box,
we go.
don't they?
A lot of space in them areas.
Yeah.
You're going to end up getting hurt.
That's all right. The counter-attack's not on. Keep the ball.
Nice.
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka, that's the
There
one.
you go.
Good
That's
lad.
better. Just it's a shame we
Matic.
couldn't get the counter-attack going, but just be a bit smarter on the ball.
Oh,
Nothing
very
wrong
good.
with that. Actually keep it.
Matic's brilliant again.
Yeah, he's been really good. Come on then now.
Get round him. Sure. Nice.
Wan-Bissaka on the right. A little bit of a flick because his first touch was poor.
That's a good ball, is it?
Yeah. Bruno.
Oh, brilliant. Go on then. Oh, go on then.
Go on.
Oh, Ronnie.
Go on.
Yeah! Oh, you bugger.
Is it in the post?
He's gone wide.
How's that looking in?
He's gone wide.
How has that not gone in? Is he having a
I
shot
had that
from
in.
4 yards out? Has he saved
He's hit it wide, I
He's
think.
not hit that.
He has.
Have I pulled my mic out?
No, you might have pulled your headphones out.
I might have done.
That's class from Bruno.
Oh, there we go.
What
Let's have a
happened
look at it. I'm sure it's it wide. I
it's a
saved it. What a
save.
save that is.
Good
I
save.
celebrated that.
Wow.
That.
I was up, it's gone.
De Gea against
I
what's it
think
called?
Green.
for
Oh,
Arsenal.
Sancho's come
Sancho. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
What
That's
a
got to
save
go in,
that is.
That's got to go in. Rashford's on. That's got to go in now. Come on.
Come on, lads.
I can't believe that. Ain't
What's going on? Has he not got a corner for that then?
I think if that was a goal kick as
I
well.
don't even know. He's clearly saved it. Maybe did it come back off Greenwood? Did it bounce back off
Must
Greenwood?
have been a save.
Clearly, I mean, it hits something, and there's only Kasper Schmeichel in front of him. Maybe it bounced back off Greenwood. Couldn't see properly.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's not gone in. You're having a shot from 6 yards out. Yeah, Rashford, presumably on the left. Straight swap for Sancho, isn't it? Well,
Good, Bruno. Get there. Oh, he's done well there.
God, I
Like
hate
maybe.
that.
But, oh, it's a runner. Runner. He's done well
Mason's
there.
done well.
Done very well. Cause of,
A lot of long range shots in this
yeah,
game.
there is, isn't
absolutely.
there? Seen them first 2 goals and getting
Yeah.
carried away, aren't they?
Wan-Bissaka does well.
He kind of does well, but also he gives the ball
Yeah.
away, and he's out of
Difficult.
position.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just
Mason
gotta let it
Greenwood
go.
does very well there, by the way.
Pogba slow getting out there a bit.
Yeah,
wasn't
Pogba's
he?
like covering his face.
Rashford's the ball.
There you go.
Right,
First
go on,
touch
get at
for
him.
Marcus.
Get at him then.
Go on, keep the ball. Good lad. Ease yourself in. I'm nervous. I hate this. Oh, I thought that was in. I blinked because I thought it was in. I stood up and I looked back and the ball's not in the back of the net and I couldn't believe what happened.
No.
Matic brilliant again.
Yeah, great pass. Just gave Marty the eyes there, didn't he? Is it Marty?
Well, Rashford.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping the ball well.
Yeah, a bit
Just needs
better.
something at the end of it. No.
Why? Everything's a fucking foul. Honestly, every time someone gets touched, it's a foul. Fair enough, he's not giving many bookings, but you're just giving a foul for every touch. Nothing even happens there. It's on Pogba, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you think on Matic coming in, we've McCullough said this in midweek, said, look, I think we should be resting Matic in the midweek games and stuff like that. And for the big games, so Saturday to Saturday, Matic starts in midfield alongside Pogba. That's how it should go. Do you think that Ollie maybe has realised that now? Do you think, or is this just Fred's not available because he's been away from Brazil?
It's probably Fred's not available. The thing is, though, now Rashford's back, now you really have to question where Pogba's playing. Because is Paul Pogba as good a left winger as Marcus Rashford? I don't think he is. And can he play alongside anyone other than Nemanja Matic in the
I don't think he can.
Six?
No.
I don't think he can. So you
Great
kind
ball.
of have to. That's
Great ball.
Pass.
Touch.
Go on, get at him. Yes, at him.
Nice, Rashford.
You kind of have to play Matic
Yeah,
to
shoot.
fit Pogba in.
Get in. Oh. I think Perez is getting warm for them, isn't he? Is he coming on?
Pogba's offering very little. Interesting.
I don't think he's had
Who
a good
said
game
that?
today. I don't think he's had a great game.
I don't think
today.
he's been
Pogba's
poor,
not
though.
good.
I don't
No.
think he's been... I think he's been steady.
Yeah.
Which, again, people want him to be superb every week, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is that to get the Paul Pogba that does the amazing things, I think you have to play other people around him. I think you have to fiddle up the pitch. But you play him today, where you play him alongside Matic or in an 8 and Matic's a bit deeper.
Good pass from
Matic has been brilliant. He's used the ball really well.
I think my man of the match, to be honest, Matic.
At the minute.
So far,
until
yeah.
Rashford scores
Boom.
3 goals.
Yeah.
Come on, the lads.
The other good thing about Rashford is I know he had that bit of an ankle problem, but he's not been out with a leg injury, has he? It's so hopefully the chances of him doing something in these early minutes coming back are slim. He's not,
I don't think
it's a
it's
shoulder
risky.
injury.
Honestly,
No, I think
Maguire's, honestly, you can't even pass the ball.
I honestly think yesterday is the first time he kicked a ball in 2 weeks.
I can't believe
Maguire's
it.
not fit. I
But I don't think. I think
great
he's probably
football.
fit now.
I'm hopeful. I'm pointing it down to the fact
Front
that he's
post.
not fit.
Oh, he's got to do better there.
Yeah.
Like, even the basic pass there, giving it to Lindelof, he's chasing the ball.
Yeah.
One in. Oh, he took it off his head.
Oh.
Is that a goal kick?
Yeah, I think it still hit him. Just
Did he
skimmed
not
it.
jump? He just didn't jump, did he?
I think he's expecting him to miss it. And it's hit
It's
his
either a
head.
corner or.
I think he took it off his head. Or does he not?
This is weird. This 'cause he.
Oh,
it
it's
hits
his, yeah.
Ronaldo.
it's-
Skims Soyuncu's head and then it hits Ronaldo. Just does enough there, doesn't he, Soyuncu?
Bugger.
You expect him to do better there, Ronaldo.
Cramp.
Really?
Cramp.
I seen someone say that if a professional footballer gets cramp in a game, they should just be asked to walk off. Just carry you off, and you can sort it off you off there.
Yeah, why do you get to just sit on
you
the
can't
floor
sit
for
on the
2
floor
minutes?
'cause you're-
Because I'm a bit tired.
It is long, that.
Oh,
You
they're
said that
bringing
before,
the
didn't
fucking
you?
stretcher on as well. Not
Perhaps
stretcher, they bring the
Michael's
doctor on.
shirt.
Walk off. Yeah, it's dead long, isn't it?
Yeah, at the back. It's
Yeah.
like a...
It's really down.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we getting the doctor on for this?
Perez is coming on now.
He's been fucking... They're doing cramp stretchers on him to start with, so he's obviously told his teammates he's got cramp. And then now we're fucking bringing the doctor on because he's got cramp.
Perez is a good player, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
good player. Good player.
Yeah.
They did well of getting that kind of middle of the road
Yeah,
kind of player,
did,
didn't
yeah.
they? Just for
Newcastle,
filling
was that
gaps.
one, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good option.
Yeah. Let's get the lad out.
Where's Morgan? in front of
Morgan
him
as
there?
well, yeah.
Yep.
The captain. With a bit of a wedding reception suit on, if I say so
Yeah.
myself. Just very basic in it. Grey suit, white shirt, black tie.
Yeah. That's all. I've got that wedding again. I've got the suit. It's all
See,
right.
I'll wear
Don't
that
worry.
one.
I'll wear
Great.
that one. It's all right.
Still got fondant fancy on it from last time. I'll wipe that off. He lives in Manchester, doesn't he, Emil Heskey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lives Hale way.
Yeah. oddly that way, isn't it?
This is a long time of stoppage for someone who's got a bit of cramp, apparently, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long has he been on the floor for? It was the 69th minute he went down.
Yep.
2 fucking minutes for him to walk off and just come back on with no problems.
I think I'm playing the game with Emil Esky and Stephen Ireland and a couple of them next week.
Oh, yeah.
He's got Stephen Ireland's got an AstroTurf named after him in his hometown in Ireland.
Right.
And we're bringing an 11 over, and I think he's up top, big Emil.
Really?
Yeah. Nader Manua. Chris Eagles, remember Chris Eagles?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Yep. So
Still Jelly's there.
yeah, he's got long hair now. He's got
Has
he's got long hair. So listen, if you're in Cove, get yourself down. RH is going to be there
You see-
working his magic.
So Cam's head go around there going, is there any space
Yep.
for me?
I will. I'll get Cam to put the details up. RH pulling strings like Paul Scholes.
Yep, we'll have that.
At least
There we
he's
go.
giving free kicks
It's
for
gonna be
fucking
a troll,
everything.
isn't it?
It is. Juan Martinez says, for years, they said we need better players around Pogba to get the best out of him. Rashford, Bruno, Ronaldo, Greenwood in front, and Pogba is still in second gear. Does that concern you at all? Right?
Well,
sorry, go on.
I still think we've had the better players behind him, though, in terms of midfield. I don't think we've always said he works better with France because he has Kante, he worked better with Juventus because he had Pirlo and Vidal, and he worked better. Yeah. There's a lot of that. We've still not replaced that. We've still not signed a midfielder, really, a defensive midfielder since he's been at the club.
Well, it's the same. It's still the same midfield that that sort of deeper midfield that Ole inherited 3 years ago. Isn't it?
Yeah. I think
I
think that we had potentially a better balance.
Matt's brilliant again.
Matic has been on another fucking planet today. He's been like cruising through this game, which is mad to say how out of shape and frantic looked.
Yeah.
Matic has been really good.
Used the ball so well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The thing is with Pogba, if Pogba's not exceptional every game, then there's question marks and saying, oh, Pogba's this, Pogba's that.
Yeah.
I think if he has a middle of the road game, I think people have still got an issue with him because of obviously his profile and the expectation and stuff like that. I don't think he's played bad today, to be honest. I don't think he's been brilliant, but I don't think he's played bad. If you look at Matic and him, Matic has been better than him.
Yeah.
I think as well, the way that Leicester set up with the 3 at the back, I think it's probably more pressure than probably Ollie thought they was going to be put under today. I think midfield's kind of...
Oh.
You're not that good.
Calm down.
Fucking hell. Ian actually trying to do back heel flicks past 2 centre-backs.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Brilliant Rashford. I'm okay.
Kept the ball.
I think there's a bit more defensive work rate than I think they were expecting on Pogba today. I think they were more expecting them to play 2 sitting and then Maddison in there, or not even play Maddison.
Yeah.
And I think they played with Tielemans, Samare and Maddison and kind of probably shocked United a little bit in terms of midfield.
Sloppy again from Bruno.
Yeah. Again, now they've just got as much space as they want here, haven't they?
Yeah. Coming into the last 50. Oh, shit.
Vardy.
He's offside, I think. He's onside.
Yeah,
I hate that. That's another thing that I hate as well. When they wait.
Just
put your fucking flag up, you know what I mean?
Who was offside? Was it Vardy?
Vardy, I think.
Yeah, Lindelof just stalls, doesn't he?
Done
Does
well.
well there.
Done well, yeah.
Good line. They know as well. Maguire knows there, but you've got to track back anyway, haven't you? Come on, let's get a fucking winner. Matic giving it away.
Oh, that praise. They'll score now. Oh, they've hit the post.
Has he saved that?
Hit the post.
I know he hit the post as well. But I think he tipped it onto the post, didn't he?
I think we've jinxed Matic there, lads.
Sorry, Matic.
Tries that little flick over him.
And Pogba.
Does he save this as well, is he?
I think he does.
Save.
Oh, it's a great save. Brilliant.
Really good
De
save.
Gea. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Tries to whip across it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great save, that, lads.
Yeah, it's a really
Very
good
good.
save. Corner.
He's in good form, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. That's a really good save. The thing that worries me a bit with our midfield, it doesn't seem to matter who it is. We really love stepping in, don't we?
Yeah.
We never shield someone and guide someone in a certain direction. Wait till this. Yeah. We never seem to do that. We step in and try and tackle them every fucking time.
It's a great tackle.
That.
It's a great tackle.
Go on, Mason.
Oh, go on then. We're in. We're in. Go on then, Rash.
Go on, Marcus.
Go on, Rash, yeah.
Stay on side.
Go on then. Finish.
Offside,
Finish. Oh, what are you doing?
I think he's offside anyway. Is Ronaldo
Is he
offside?
offside?
I think he's offside.
That was laboured finish,
Looks
though.
offside.
I think he knew he was offside.
Yeah. Bruno going in.
That's a great tackle from Bruno. Got lucky there.
Should have played it.
This needs to be firmer, doesn't it? The pass.
Yeah, it's miles off.
Look, very laboured that finish, didn't it?
It's
like
because
he
the
knew.
ball's behind him, innit?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden he has to beat a man with the finish rather than just having a one-on-one with the goalie. Better though.
Who's come on here?
Patson Daka, striker. Scored a load last season, not really done it yet this season, but
Pace.
he's a good player, yeah.
More pace.
That was good. That was better.
Could go either way.
Yeah, better, yeah.
That's the great thing
Yeah,
about
so,
Rashford. I know, that it wasn't just Rashford involved there. Bruno did brilliantly. Rashford's so good on the counter-attack.
Yeah.
I think by far our best counter-attacking player. His pace and his positioning on counters is always excellent.
Ronaldo, come on, bud.
Come on.
Great football, that from Leicester. Vardy.
He's in behind
Shit.
there.
Subs.
There you
Great
go.
save.
Offside to me.
Fuck you,
What's he
Offside
doing
to
there?
me
Maguire.
It's a great save again by the big man. Big Dave. Great save.
Is he not offside here?
No,
Wan-Bissaka's
Wan-Bissaka's playing him on, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Good save. What was Maguire doing? It's like he was just passed it out. He had loads of time there.
I think he just didn't know what was behind him, did he?
No, I wouldn't trust him with it today anyway.
No. Just plays it
Oh,
out.
Jesus. Wouldn't be surprised if he passed it into the
I know,
net.
yeah.
At least he didn't. Calling to Leicester.
Win the header.
Oh, shit. What a save again. Offside.
Offside, surely.
Offside. Oh, shit. Shit.
Surely offside.
Shit. Shit.
Why is it just a disaster every fucking week?
That'll get checked, I
Why
think.
is it just a fucking disaster all the time?
De Gea's done fucking very well there as well. With the double save.
Yeah.
I hope it's offside. But I'm not
Is
sure.
it?
Are you going to check
too
it?
obvious.
Don't feel like it is.
It's staying there though. The line is staying there. Let's have a look. Replays on it.
Maguire's playing him on.
Oh, fuck.
Does it come off Perez there as the second? Maybe. This one here.
Oh,
if he's off.
Oh, it might be, because it hit Perez, isn't it?
Because
so then it's classed as a pass, isn't it? Because it's not.
It's not offside there, but was he there with it off Perez? I think he is,
No, I think he's onside. It's a goal, isn't it? Yeah. 10 minutes to go now. Fucking hell, lads.
Awful, isn't it?
So you're talking again. You're talking about playing some good stuff without really anything happening, and then they go down the other end and score.
Sloppy shit again.
Fucking hell. Matic is off. Yeah. Lingard probably.
Van der Beek.
McTominay's come on.
Greenwood's
coming off for Lingard.
Yeah. Not been Greenwood's best game.
No.
We've got to get some out of this at least.
Yeah.
The fucking.
It just shows you when you're on top there and you're having some good play. If you don't punish them, could end up having this situation. You're talking about 10 minutes to go now for a draw.
I know.
Fucking hell. Come on.
Yeah, let's fucking do something here. We've got to fucking prove the worth something at some point, haven't they? You can't just be shit every week, surely. At some point we've got a bit of fucking backbone and we can do something. He's fucking,
Just sat there though, innit?
I know. Counting how many fucking minutes he's got left, probably. That's the thing, regardless of whoever likes him, who don't like him, managers do get sacked when they keep losing games.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Again, correct. You said though, Joe, is performance of result. I think we play well today. I think we've been all right.
Yeah, I think we've done okay.
It's been quite an even game.
If it ends up being 2-1, that's kind of
it's a results-driven business, isn't it?
Even if we get a point out of this,
I wanted the performance, and I, to be honest, whilst we haven't been bad, we haven't had the performance.
No.
It's been very back and forth. It's been 50-50.
It's been a good game, but when you're on top and you're having good spells, you need to obviously capitalise on that.
Yeah.
And this it's not happened.
And that's the thing. When you let teams have time and have possession and have chances, and you're
they look like they're going to get another one.
Fully confident. This is what happens.
There we go. See, there's
no point in having this audio one, is there?
No, because it's about 10 minutes before the actual thing happens on the screen.
Opening us up far too easy. They did it in the first half, like we touched on, but
Yeah.
It's not good.
And the thing I don't get is, why are we worse than last season? Do you know what I mean? Whether you think Ollie's right or not, we weren't this bad last year.
Got away with that.
Although
massively.
actually, no, let me correct that. We were worse than this at the start of last season. I saw a stat the other day, looking at positions in the table and points compared to the start of last season. We were actually worse than this.
Yeah, we had a shocking start to last season.
So even though it's not good enough,
but
it was worse last year. Not that that's
He's in. He's on side.
Rashford's
Go on, Ed.
through.
Rashford. Yes!
Is he on? I can't celebrate.
in.
He can't be onside. He's fucking onside.
Fucking brilliant. You might have to
gone
check
off.
it.
TV's gone off. Go and get that remote. What a goal, by the way.
Fucking brilliant. There was that. There was one ball. There's the one ball. Well, who played that pass? That's a great pass.
That should have been celebrated more.
Is that Lindelof? Left
Lindelof
foot.
loves it, by the way.
Oh,
what
he's
a
well
ball
on.
that is.
fucking brilliant.
With his left foot.
Brilliant. What a finish, by the way.
All right, I've been out for a few months.
Fuck
Bang.
that. Boom. Thanks for coming. Fucking brilliant. What a pass that is from the IRH.
so
fucking brilliant. What a
Unbelievable.
pass.
Rashford.
What a finish. Oh, it's lovely.
Smacks it.
I tell you what, that's a finish like he's not been out.
Yeah.
That's
We needed that.
Brilliant.
We needed that
That's
right
what I'm
then.
saying. Going in behind the lines and counter-attacking, Rashford's the best we've got.
And then they're on the attack now. For fuck's sake.
Oh.
Goal. This is a fucking joke, mate. Seriously. This is a fucking joke. You've just scored. Why are you switching off like that? It's a fucking disgrace, mate. I'm telling you.
Mad.
This has been a
Absolutely
weird
fucking
game,
mad.
hasn't it? It's been a weird game.
Absolutely mad.
He's fucking pissing himself behind there as well. Bastard.
What a finish, by the way.
Wow.
Again, this
It's from
is
the
it.
kickoff.
This is it. You can blame all the manager all you want, but fucking switch on for you've just conceded.
It's so sloppy from the kickoff. A diagonal.
Wan-Bissaka
Again,
dives
every
in.
fucking
Jesus.
player
What are you doing?
just goes in every time. We don't shield anyone. We don't try and stop someone.
Midfield's all over the show.
Oh, mate, you
God.
can't.
Midfield's not even there.
You've just scored there, and you switch off
Fucking
like
hell,
that. He's just
Wan-Bissaka. What are
snapped
you
him in
doing?
half as well. It's just sloppy, lads. You get yourself in the game like this, and then that happens. It's from the fucking kickoff.
I know. Embarrassing.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It's a great finish, though, like you said, but
Embarrassing.
fucking hell.
Mad.
Been a weird one.
Mad.
Been a weird one.
You can't be doing that.
You can't.
be doing
Oh, they're
that.
on
Look at
me.
it again here, look.
Doing it from our kickoff now. Corner.
Like you said there, you can't switch off from there. It's just a
No.
diagonal ball. He's tried to snap in him half.
Yeah.
Not done it. Even the two McTominay and Lingard, how's he getting across out there?
No. And not just a cross, a composed,
Yeah.
comfortable,
Surprisingly,
easy
Wan-Bissaka
pass.
got booked for this.
Yeah.
Snapped him in
shot,
half. Fucking assault. No. Like
Can't
you
be doing
said
it.
there, Joe, like regarding like obviously the manager and stuff like that, but the lads on the pitch there have got to switch on. You've just scored, yeah, you're buzzing, but switch on. The game's back in play.
Just embarrassing.
Just play
At
the
any level,
fucking
that's
game, man.
embarrassing. You conceding a goal within 30 seconds of scoring one. Like, it's the fucking most
Basics.
cliched,
It's a basic
shit
thing.
ever. You
They're
don't
in
let
again
that
here.
happen.
Fucking De Gea again, brilliant.
Fucking everyone just swinging a fucking leg.
Know what I
now,
mean?
aren't
It's
they?
Sure, there's an
fucking-
offside in there.
Yeah,
Surely.
there is, I think.
De Gea, brilliant. Fucking hell, but it's a joke.
Mad. Absolute
It's
madness.
crazy. Absolute crazy.
It's not what you want, is it? And that's the thing, right? Even if you come out on top in these games, I don't want every game to be a fucking. Sometimes you want to win comfortably. Do you know what I mean? It'd
Yeah.
be nice
I mean-
to just win comfortably for once.
The problem with this is that
I know
it's-
Leicester are a good team,
Leicester
but
are a
fuck
good
me.
team as well. Like it's Pogba's got booked finally. How Matic got off the pitch without getting booked is amazing.
Yeah.
But
Both of them had about 6 fouls each.
and this has been the whole thing, the whole season about with United is that we've played so many games. I think Southampton's probably the only big upset result
Yeah.
where you kind of go, do you know what? These are going to be tough games, and we've just come off on the wrong end of them.
Yeah.
And this is another one again. If we get a point, if we will lose this game, Leicester are going to beat better teams than Man United this season. They're going to lose to worse teams than Man United this season. But it's just like this is the situation you've got yourself in,
Yeah.
and
And you have to win these
you
games.
have to win these kind of games.
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke.
And you definitely, after getting that equaliser, you definitely can't lose these kind of games now.
No.
You can't score in the 83rd minute
and then
lose.
30 seconds later, though, from the kick-off.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? It's just basic stuff.
What we're waiting for here.
Another sub there.
And again, that's the lads on the pitch. That's the lads on the pitch. Like, switch on.
There's so many things to say we've been wrong today. You know, I think the pressing's been poor. I think in general, I think they figured it out in the second half. To be honest, I think they've got it better in the second half. We've looked
in patches. They've played well
balanced.
in patches, but you can't do it. Like you said, even Sunday League. You'll be pulling your hair out at Sunday League.
If you score a goal and then just from kick-off they just launch it over the top and score.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, I know Wan-Bissaka's good at that. But just all of our players just step in all the time. We just run up to the man and step in. And if we get the ball, great. And if we don't, the fucking past us and there's loads of space behind them. Happens all over the pitch. Running up and stepping in. Just no composure to our defending, even on structurally or on a one-to-one level. It's all just frantic, flying in, sprinting at him, flying in. Like anyone with a bit of time on the ball or composure or a good eye for a pass just goes round you.
Also, as well, like you touched on about Leicester's quality, the quality is fucking that again. Fucking shit. Lads. Leicester's quality are brilliant. So, like, you can't give him too much respect. No. Like, you're standing off, and they're good footballers. They're gonna punish you.
Yeah. Super chat from Francis says, "Can we just agree now?" All caps, sorry for shouting. That we need to bring better management. I mean, come on, no more excuses. I mean, you know what? If there are better managers, I'd like the best manager who can manage Man United, obviously. But I don't know what to say, to be honest. I'm not going to sit and call for a manager.
I just don't think doing it in October. I just don't think that this is the right time and place to do it. I just don't think it's needed. I don't think it's the right idea. I just think that we've seen it before. I think the problem is Chelsea's the problem. Chelsea was the.
It's a great ball. It's a fucking. It's a great ball. Is that a corner?
Corner. He's not give the goal kick.
Oh my god.
I think people see that and just think that that's
great ball from Bruno.
This is what's going to happen with Man United
if you sack him, you get Tuchel, you win the Champions League.
But how many times are they going to sack manage? How many times are you going to sack managers? And it's just.
I've said my big thing is I just don't see the direct reply. I don't see the one that you go right. He goes in and does it. I just don't think that's the case. I think that.
To be honest, I don't want to be a Conte management team. I don't want that.
No.
I don't want it to. We're working on the model of getting a manager in that we know is going to last 2 years at most. I don't really want that.
I think the other
to be Manchester United.
They're in bad, is it? No, it's not. 1%. Come on. No, it's fucking.
How's he give
a free kick as well? What the fucking?
I think what people don't see with Conte is that the amount of players that United have signed in this period just can go to waste if you bring Conte in or someone like that. Like Wan-Bissaka doesn't get a game because he plays with wing backs, and that's not Wan-Bissaka. He doesn't play with wingers, so Sancho's out straight away. Where does Rashford fit into a system like that? You know, he's plays with two up top most of the time, or one and then two narrow. All these different things that happen by just changing the manager like that and just getting it, and that
we've got to do another fucking rebuild.
Exactly,
it's just another rebuild.
Exactly.
It works. Again, it's not a dig at Chelsea. It works at Chelsea because that's how Chelsea do things. Chelsea go in 3-year cycles and all that, and back the manager every time with their.
But we've turned into that. Apart from this, like we've had how many managers have we had?
It's the questions you want to do.
There's another fucking goal. It's
game
a
over.
Fucking joke, mate. It's an absolute fucking joke.
No good.
Joke. 4-2. Fucking hell. You've gone from playing some nice stuff to fucking conceding two fucking shit goals.
Two from set pieces.
Shit goals.
Just not winning second balls, not picking up your man, where it's just
fucking
easy
it's
tap-ins.
A joke, man.
Yeah, awful.
You can't go from being in control. Look at him; he even looks fucking deflated himself. You can't go from playing some nice stuff and on
There's
top.
Some of this where you just kind of. I think it's almost probably him going, "What more can I do here, lads?" Like,
well, again, a shit goal to concede. Look,
Does Pogba win that?
No, but City's fucking daft haircut. City's fucking shit trim. Look,
just shit clearance. No one picking the man up at the back.
No one taking the mick, but it's just not good enough.
No.
that kid, before that kid come on, he's not done it this season. He scored against us.
There? The ball just goes past his head.
Goes past everyone.
Super chat, third goal is a clear lack of DM, almost identical to the League Cup goal. Mid-box left unmarked. It's a lack of concentration defensively.
Yeah.
All sorts. Shocking. Awful day.
Yeah, bad.
Awful day.
It's gone from, we've done all right today. We played in spells and good passages of play to this.
Yeah.
In the space of, fucking hell. Can't even control a
and it's heads, and heads have gone as well, you can see.
Yeah, we've lost our fucking heads, haven't we?
But again, we lost our heads.
I've lost my head.
No, my head's fucking gone anyway.
Wan-Bissaka lost his head by us scoring a goal. He got a bit giddy and flown into a tackle that cost us the equal. Cost us that. It's not just losing your heads with bad stuff.
Professionalism at the end of the day. You just scored 30 seconds later. You can't be conceding. No. Like we touched on it. It won't happen in the park on a Sunday.
No. Lingard,
poor touch.
So many poor touches today. It's not. Yeah, of course. But the game's still going, isn't it?
Great ball, Bruno. Finish.
It's not his day.
Unlucky.
It's not been there for Ronaldo, has it, today? It's a brilliant pass through as well. It's an inch away.
It's a great ball.
It's a great
run. He's one side.
Just can't get there, can he?
6 inches off.
Can't get there.
Joe's Kindle says, unpopular opinion, but I think bringing in Ronaldo spoiled the balance of the team. As a team, we've performed poorly since he came in. Well, I think the correlation is there. We have performed poorly since he came in. I think it's too soon to say that there's causation there. I don't think you can blame Ronaldo for that just yet. Again, though, what you would say is he doesn't do a lot when he's not scoring goals, does he?
No,
that's fair. That's a fair call.
You know that with him.
But yeah, like you said, you have to build a team around that. If you're going to have Ronaldo in your team, you can't maybe just plug in. Like he's kind of just gone, well, we can just put Ronaldo up there. And maybe, again, that is a dig at the manager. That is a thing of the manager's got this wrong where he's just kind of tried to say we can play as we usually do. We can have Bruno up there that plays the second striker and we can have Ronaldo. It's all right when you've got Cavani that runs his bollocks off and does that for a game. It's all right when you've got Dan James who can do the running all day of the week. You lose them players out of the team. You can't just.
But then that's where, like we touched on before, about a philosophy and how you're playing and managing different players and strengths and how to work with him. Yeah. And just shoving him up top. And the other thing relying is on goals.
You look at how PSG have got this year. They've got that front three that do no work between them. Mbappe doesn't run back. Neymar doesn't run back. Messi doesn't run back.
But they know their jobs and they do it.
But then, what you then have is then the midfield has to be Herrera, Adrissiguet and Verratti, who are all defensive-minded first. That's their main job. They've got a bit more quality than, if we did the same kind of thing of McTominay and Fred. But they've had to make that sacrifice to have that front three.
Taking the piss.
Also, since Matic has come off, our defensive shape in the midfield has been non-existent. One positive, Rashford's looked pretty good, hasn't he?
Done all right, hasn't he, when he's come on good. Great finish. But like you said, little things like that. Matic coming off.
Yeah, can't do anything.
Shaw's been horrendous, lads.
It's been poor, hasn't it? It's been really bad today. Really bad. And it's one of them, innit? Like you said, 90 minutes or 85 minutes in, 83 minutes in, you can look at the positive.
Yeah.
But when it's 4-2,
but not now. Like that goes out the fucking window.
Exactly.
Like it. Finish.
No,
straight out. And going back to the Ronaldo thing. About bringing Ronaldo's in affected it. If Ronaldo's available, you have to go and get him. Yeah. It's as simple as that.
40 goals a season.
It's as simple as that. You're telling me you can get him. Oh no, we won't do that because of the dynamics of the team. No, you get him and then work with him because he's fucking one of the best players in the fucking who've ever played the game.
Yeah. Few super chats. A hero or a Giro says, "Guys, no more defending the manager. He's absolutely clueless. Sack him after the game."
Fucking hell, mate.
Okay. We've got a few more here.
Lads.
Get to the full time. I'll read the super chats and we'll be back for the review shortly. Mate. Click on the link in the comments. We have got a review coming up. Alpha Omega says nothing matters to our players. Shocking and disappointing. Absolutely. Where are we here? Sean Thomas says this can and will get worse. We need to cut our losses with LA now. We're not finishing higher than Chelsea, Liverpool, or City. Fourth guaranteed. Warren at Sainville. There are no more managers that last for more than 3 or 4 years at the top. Well, that's not true, is it? Because look at Klopp and look at Guardiola.
Yeah, and look at Fergie was fucking there for fucking
looking
bollocks,
for that
man.
is holding us back. You guys have to realise this. I don't have to realise that. And also, we're not allowed to have an ideal way of playing football and an ideal fucking set of scenarios where you want a manager to last
Do you know
more
what?
than 2 years.
This is the thing as well. Is like you can agree. You can go, okay, I think you're right. Do you know what? United it's not working out.
He's
with him.
shit.
Get rid of him. Get rid of Ollie. Let's do it. It's not working out. Okay. But I said that can't be your end of it and then go, let's get Conte. And
Now let's see who's available.
I
You
said
can't do it that
Conte's
way
left
around.
things in an absolute shit show after everywhere he's left.
Yeah.
He's not left the club in a better spot than he's gained it. He's won trophies along the way.
And fucked
But he's
off.
never done. And
disappointing,
Man
isn't it?
United have to have more than that. You have to want more than that. We have done more than that in the past. We've only really in history since post-war, you've only had 2 successful managers.
Yeah.
And those 2 have done 20 odd years at the club.
Yeah.
So that's how Man United
Spoiled.
do things. Yes, but that's how Man United do things. So we should always be looking for the next one of them.
Yeah.
So people go, you're never going to find that. Well,
But you know you're not
But
getting
you're
that
not-
with Conte.
Yeah.
you know you're not getting that with Conte. I'm not saying that.
But what I do agree with is about if we're gonna stick with Ole, he needs to work on
have
things
to get
within the
better.
team.
has to get better.
Performances need to be better. Patterns of play, having a philosophy,
Yeah.
and if you're gonna have Ronaldo, build and know how to play with Ronaldo. Get the best out of him, best out of Sancho, Rashford. The list goes on.
What
At the
could-
moment, we're just 11 players on the pitch playing
Yeah,
as
I think-
individuals.
look,
It's as simple as that.
Shit at the minute,
What
it is.
happens is, regardless of what you think of him, if this keeps happening, he will get sacked. That is undoubted. You know,
Yeah,
we can
it's
like
a
him all you
results-driven
want.
business,
At
isn't it?
some point, he's going to get sacked
Oh,
if
no.
this
Is
keeps
that the
happening.
94th minute?
Wow.
Oh, it is.
We'll score a win against Villa. A couple more super chats. Lads, you have to understand why we need new management. It's needed to get some energy back into the squad. I know why we need. If you think we need a new manager, it's so we can start winning games. I understand why
But you
people
can't-
want a new manager.
You can't want it for the new manager bounce. That can't be your reason behind it.
Yeah.
You can't. Arteta came in and Arsenal played well for
It
6
wears
months.
Yeah.
Like loads of teams do that, but that doesn't help things. You can win a trophy here and you can win something, but there has to be a long-term plan.
Yeah.
If there's a manager that they've decided they're going to identify and do this, and this goes back to people saying that we shouldn't have got Ollie in the first place because it was a quick decision. You have to think about it in what's going to be the next 10 years of this. You can't think of it of this season only.
Yeah.
Now, I think people are a little bit panicky. I think I've kind of said this as well. I said this to my mates after the Everton game is you have got this short period where you're going to get Cavani for one more. You've got Cavani for this season.
Yeah.
And you've got Ronaldo for 2.
Yeah.
That might be it for them 2. And you can't miss this window with it. And that might be why you have to force the manager change. But you have to have an idea with it. You have to have some kind of plan
Some sort
with
of
it.
vision for the
And
club.
some kind of
Well-
who's the next step on from this. Is it Zidane? Well, I don't know. Is it Conte? I don't know. Is it going and getting another manager in a Potter or something like that? Is there someone else out
Fuck
there
that.
you like? But it's not as simple as just get rid of him because there's teams that have done that in the past, just sacked a manager and gone, well, what now?
Look at Arsenal. Joe Prisbalowski, we'll end on this before we come back for the review. He said, only we could improve our squad and play worse. I don't understand what the plan is. The midfield is completely barren. The substitutions were horrendous. I mean, they weren't, were they? I mean, maybe taking Matic off was, but Rashford came on and scored. And still not enough chances created for Ronaldo. We'll be back for the review. The link is in the comments. Click on that. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Manchester United 2, Leicester 4. Awful. See you in a bit.